I know why, Ranger. You can just start.
Here we are, trying to do a cool new intro, and Finn's stupid ass has me do this weird crap. I follow his directions, and what happens? This. So here we are. Hey, great. Good job, Finn.
It was working. I see the video now.
Jesus.
No, I know why I did that. From the pre-stream, you stopped it early. You have to let it play all the way through so it ends and then starts again.
I can't deal with you. I can't deal with you anymore, Finn. You keep having me do all this crazy crap and all these new intros, and you guys have no idea today what Finn has put me through. So, hey, our wonderful new opening. So, hey, welcome to RC Wednesday night.
Get it right next time.
I did exactly like he said. He said, count 30 seconds, wait 30 seconds, hit stream. I hit stream, and then what do I do when I see? There's me popping my... I hate you so much, Finn. Christ. All right, so here we are, Wednesday night. It's RSG. It's time to talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Welcome, everybody, to the show. As we look ridiculous, waiting for this stupid thing. Because Finn has all these stupid things he wants us to do. God. Just don't need this in my life. I really don't. But this is our Wednesday night Star Wars Galaxy Hero show, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Hero community. I'm Major J 1999. To my right is Grande Pappy Patron. To my bottom is the lovely Tits McVoltron. And
hey
next to her is the Mr. Potato Head of all, Dr. Finn Medicine Woman, who apparently cannot do things right ever.
Hi.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
So that happened. So welcome to the show, everybody. Glad to have you here. We do this every Wednesday night. We just talk. We're here to break down the latest and greatest. And boy, did they drop the bomb we've been waiting for today. We're going to get into it hard and heavy about Revan. But before we do that, let's knock out the mechanisms. Like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. It does help with the channel with monetization. Very much appreciated. If you haven't already, check out our Patreon page. If you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, we have cool stuff from $5 all the way up. You can become a Patreon sponsor. We have Super Chat open. If you want to put a question or a comment or anything like that and donate, or just donate in general, you can do Super Chat. So that's that. And then we have the ACS stuff. And Finn, you'll cover the ACS stuff at the end of the stream, correct?
Except for one thing. ACS shirt. Woo!
It is really nice. It's a pretty dank shirt.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one that's on Zazzle. So if you guys want the shirt, we got it all printed and it's all there for you guys. And all the money that typically goes to us is going directly to the ACS this time. So buy the shirts. Everything's on the Zazzle page that's linked in our storefront down below.
All right. So we'll cover the rest of the ACS stuff. You can see below we've got the ACS stuff that you'll see. It's above me, actually. You can use the one stream and then looking back up here. You can see where we're at. We're over $11,000, $11,100 something. And our goal is $15,000. So if you'd like to help support us with that, then please do. All right. That's it. That's the introductions. That's all the mechanisms. Let's get down and dirty, but before we can do that, we have some things we got to knock out. We've got the shout-out word of the day. Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, what is the shout-out word of the day?
So the shout-out word of the day is meatbag. MEATBAG. Meatbag.
Now,
all one word.
One word,
meatbag.
Oh, someone else is popping up. There's Sir Loki. There's his car. Oh my God, there it is. We're getting a live report from Sir Loki's car. Oh, and it's gone. Okay, so he was here and then he was gone. Oh wait, he's come back, folks. We're in the inside of there's Loki driving. He's giving Deuce a sign. The camera's moving all over the place. Oh my God. And he's gone.
He's gone.
He was here.
As mysteriously as he was here, he disappeared.
He's like
Sorry, I'll be back. I'll be on soon.
Okay.
We figured.
Stuff's illegal. I can't do that stuff here, man.
Just pretend you're Ubering and get one of those little camera things where you can just pop it on your windshield and be like. And you just say, "Officer, I use this for directions." You weren't talking to your phone? No, I don't know what you mean. I was having a conversation with Siri. All right, so Loki will be here soon. That's really good. We have a special guest coming in a little bit. Can't wait for that. That's going to be good. Now, remember, guys, for your shout-out words of the day, you've got to put the correct word in there when we scoop it up. I know you like to be a little ridiculous, but if you do, then we're not going to catch it. So you don't get a shout-out if you sit there and try to misspell it or do something crazy with it. So that's on you. So make sure you put it in there. Now, if you want to do something after that, then fine. You can make fun of the word or whatever. It doesn't matter. But make sure you get it correctly the first time. Now, that being said, we have a Twitter question of the day. What is the Twitter question of the day, Dr. Finn? Yield Medicine.
So the Twitter question of the day. What side hustle should Ranger do in order to get Darth Revan?
I'm open, man. Listen, I want Darth Revan. Damn it, our Lord and Savior. He's not the full Lord and Savior, but he's a lot better than Jedi Knight Revan. I've saved my crystals. I'm already going full board trying to get them. I need help.
So once again, the Twitter question of the day. So head to our Twitter page. It's Reality Skewed Gamers. No vowels in the Skewed and Gamers. So it's Reality SKWD GMRS. And the Twitter question is, what side hustle could Ranger do to raise money to buy Darth Revan?
Mm-hmm. So you can go ahead to our Twitter. It's linked down below, I believe, in the description. And, of course, all our stuff's linked below in the description. And you can go there and put in your best responses, and we will read those. And we'll have the lovely Tits McVoltron choose the one she likes the most. And we're glad to have her back. We're glad to have Miss McVoltron back. She pretended to have surgery so she didn't have to hear the word McVoltron.
Oh my gosh. That would be the biggest ruse ever to actually go through to get a word.
Yeah, she's had a little operation, but she's back, and we're glad to have her back.
Yeah, and these guys were cracking me up in the pre-stream so much that I had to get a pillow to hold my stitches in when I'm laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys be easy on me with the Twitter question. Don't make it too funny.
Yeah. No, go for it. Don't do that. We want you to. It's me, and it's a ridiculous question. You know we're going to get some crazy answers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, we are blessed to have the idiot savant Grande Pappy Patron here, who will be reading out the shout-out words. This is always a treat for those that are... He's not always here.
What's up?
Grande will be reading. Of course, the lovely Miss McVoltron will be grading him on his reading of the shout-out names. This is always a pleasure. I mean, this is a treat for you all. And of course, the deal is if Grande messes up your name, that's a free Ross review from us. Can we just, get rid of that? He's never here for the Ross reviews. 95% of them we've done. Yeah, we do them because he can't read.
I just can't do Russ's reviews this week because it's spring break.
See, it's always something. It's always something with him, man. So, and then we get left holding the bag. Not that we don't love doing Ross reviews. We've done 300 plus of them. So, I mean.
We have.
90% of those are from misspelled quote names of Miss Grande. So
all right, hold on. I'm getting to the point where all the names are.
I just tagged you.
Okay, I'm gonna screw this up royally.
In Discord, Finn?
Yeah, I put it in Finn stuff.
It's in Finn stuff.
You got to keep him honest, Tits. I mean,
I know that's what I'm looking for.
He'll get off the rails. He starts. It's awful. I mean, it's a pleasure for the viewing audience, but it's awful for us. So
okay.
I'm distracted. My children are yelling at me.
Well, yell back at them.
Okay, let's do this.
Apropos wound or win. Atomic Fish, Blackbeard Premium, Bimatsu, Brian Bode, Caltur, Chalton. Messed that all up.
Where did you put the F in?
Yeah, where did the F come from?
No,
Go ahead, you fixed it.
Okay, Chris, Serene, Clone Troop 211. Stop yelling. Be quiet.
Tell him don't make Uncle Ranger get over there because I will beat
our newest member. Stop yelling and be quiet. Welcome.
They're new viewers. Thank you for watching.
Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, Kravis 01, Decepticons, Darth Tallywhack my knacker. Yes, he did.
Science.
Darth Vader 87. Deadpool Kyle. Denny Kane. Dexatronics.
Nope, Crane. Denny Crane.
What did I say?
Kane. You said Kane.
Okay, sorry.
Like candy cane.
Okay. Durgan. Elliot. Worsfold. Fatality V2. Horse Choke McGee.
Oh my gosh.
What? I said that right, didn't I?
I know, it's just a funny name.
Okay. Force Master 77. Grande Verga. Yes, it is. Grim. And then Herman Cheese.
Hey, what? Oh my gosh, dude. You put like two other words in there, two letters in there.
Heyman Cheese. Han. Helen X. Hogzilla. Jason Hommel. Jason Crowlike. Jedi Training Bogus. Jijak Canna, I guess. John Moran. JVU 420. Yassine.
What?
Lord.
What was the last one?
Kelson. What did I say? Kelson.
Kelson.
You said Cassine.
You said Cassine. Yeah. I don't know what you said, but it wasn't. Whatever.
Lord Megatron, Mally, Maz Kanata, Miss Farquhar, Mosdef Isley, Mose Mike, Fat Tony 99, Raza 972, Riverboy 12, Roast Taco, RSG Vormax, Sanely Red, Crow West, I guess.
Scowest. I would say. Did you say Crow West?
Yes. Shadow Val, Slash Van Rhodes, SWU. I don't know. Epef Real. Stern. Takedown Games. I'm telling you, these kids yelling at me.
I think that's F-Rail or E-Frail.
Okay. Takedown Games. Talon Lee. Tangent Revolution. The Dagger. The Tor. Tom Bedard.
Tim Bedard. Tim.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
No one is watching my children. I'm really freaking distracted. Fitzo Atu, Dada Jordan, Ranger Hawk. This is not. Are you guys okay?
Just like a few more. Come on, you can do it, man. Push through.
I'm gonna die.
Ouchie Dumpling.
I'm gonna die.
Apparingo, Papa Midnight,
Great
Orgo 128, Salima MC.
Slama MC.
Yeah.
Salima. Like Selena Gomez.
I'm gonna die.
Zerial, Anzeg, Chris Coco, I know who that is. Mad Wine Force.
Wine?
Kenobi
Yeah, at least that
Kwan,
one's
and
okay.
Kashmir. Hold on. I gotta be right back.
Oh my god.
Greatest shout-outs ever.
And the kids are like, one of the kids is playing with fire, one's got his head in the oven. Who knows what's going on?
Herman Cheese.
He was adding letters in like crazy on that one.
I'm gonna die.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I tried to control myself through it, but I can't.
I can't do it. He's so god.
And by the time it got to the end, it's just. God.
Jesus Christ.
You need some more lessons with him.
I'm serious. I'm a bit concerned here. He has regressed. Bad.
Poor Herman Cheese.
Herman Cheese and poor
Good old Tom Bedard. You mean Tim? Yeah, the eye confused me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, he's. I can't.
Oh my god.
Oh, God, it hurts so bad.
I mean, it was pretty. And Serena, didn't he say Selena? Somebody was Selena.
Yes, I forgot.
I mean,
I'm
what?
not even.
I mean, these are longtime viewers that we know. I don't understand there, Grande.
I'm sorry.
It hurts. Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna have to grade you like at a C- on
No,
that.
that's F material
that's
right
generous.
there, man. Oh my God.
That's generous. I want to say a D, but I'm gonna say C- because you are watching the kids and they were in the background setting the house on fire.
Oh my God, Grande.
I'm telling you guys, it was not a great moment in the Patron household.
Ooh, the damage is strong, man.
I was not.
Herman cheese.
Herman cheese. So there's like a lot of roster reviews now added to the list. So guys, if he pronounced your
You're
name
doing
wrong,
every one of them, Grande.
message Finn.
Oh my God, you're doing every one of them. Oh my God.
I love Jeff Nicholson though. He just wrote what Grande would say, "Are you okay? I'm trying to read." This requires full concentration. I'm trying to read.
Guys,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh. I can't even look at the camera because I'm looking crying. I'm going to go again.
I'm back now.
I know, I can't look at you.
All right, so
Oh,
with
God.
Everything's fine now.
Oh, Jesus.
I was reading without even looking at him. I was looking and reading and looking.
this is
Oh my God, that hurt.
so that was the
Shout-outs.
I mean, come on. I mean, like, I think I called some guy whose name was Tim or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
the other way
some
around.
guy, he's like one of our longtime listeners. Like, really?
I'm not trying to be I'm just
Some
saying.
guy named Tim, Tom.
I'm just saying. I royally messed
All
up.
right, I'm dropping you down to a D for that one. That's your D.
So what you guys may be wondering is where the Patreon.
Hold on,
shout-outs are.
Danilo Papayas. Shout out to you, homie. Sorry, you got to give us a little break here, man. Grande just made us all throw up. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Was he not? Did he?
I don't.
Did Nightbot miss him?
Nightbot. Well, he did his late. I was trying to grab everyone, so
Oh, we gotta give us a
give
little
Danilo
slack.
Papayas a shout out.
Danilo Papayas.
There we go. Aha.
Also, Jacob Baxter.
Jacob Baxter.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
my
better.
God.
We're better now.
Okay.
But
All good.
Oh,
Reading
my God.
Rainbow.
Take a look. It's in a book.
The
We're gonna
reading
do
Rainbow.
the Patreon shout outs a little bit later. We have something special for you guys, so we'll do that later.
Oh,
Surprise.
Jesus.
Won't be as good as Grande's, but pretty close.
okay.
Herman
Are you ready,
cheese.
Ranger?
You gotta.
Ranger, you good?
Give me a minute. Just Finn. We gotta.
Girl,
put-
go wash your face. You'll be fine.
My sweat just coming off me. It's bad enough I'm sweating already because of all the workouts and stuff, but I just was not prepared for that. You know, he's been doing so good. Grande, you have really regressed.
Look, it was like distracted driving. Okay, like I'm not like you don't understand. Like
Oh, Skinny J was in there. I would have loved to hear how you butchered his last name too.
Oh my God. Okay.
Shrimpy, Jason Shrimpy.
All right. We ready to do this?
All right, Ranger, let's go into the breaking news.
it's breaking news.
Well, it's breaking. So there we go. We got new things we're working on. The breaking news. All right. We're starting off with when's the next update. Tits, please God, read. I can't deal with Grande anymore tonight. Please God.
I've been worse.
No.
All right.
Not like that, Grande.
So, breaking news. When's the next update? This was posted by CG Crumb on March 11th. Wanted to give you a bit of an advance notice around our upcoming quality of life update that you may have been asking about. Development on the quality of life update is complete and currently being reviewed by first parties. We expect to launch this update midweek with some of the changes detailed in the Road Ahead blog here. This is, of course, subject to change based on if we or the platform holders find any critical bugs, but we wanted to let you know it's coming soon. Stay tuned to the forums for full breakdowns.
And guess what? It's
Yay!
Woo!
Quality of life.
So the next one here is that one.
Oh my gosh, can I just say John Moran just said I honestly feel left out.
John, you...
That he didn't get John Moran.
Because I didn't mess up his name.
You didn't mess up his name.
John, you've been down this road. Do not tempt the devil.
John Moran.
Walk away slowly, John. John, walk away very slowly.
John, I messed your name up so bad, it's like ingrained in my brain.
The worst one ever.
How to say it right. Hey, you should imagine me as a chaperone with little children. That actually happens, and I have to call out their names. And they're like, I think he called me, but he called my name wrong.
Oh, Jesus.
So, really quick before we jump into the content update, you guys can see the video of the week down below. The video of the week is by Urzatron, and it's a video that he made for Grand Arena with ships, where I believe he titled it "How to Become Awesome at Ships in Grand Arena." He if you haven't seen Urzatron,
he's pretty awesome. He's so awesome.
Make sure you check out Urzatron's channel. In my opinion,
the video
is the premier he's a premier Grand Arena streamer. He streams all of his Grand Arenas, and it's definitely
backwards again.
Really entertaining. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to fix that next time.
I'm trying to
next time.
I forgot about it. That the video
Soon, TM, it will be fixed.
Yeah, it was backwards last time too. So yeah.
Shit.
That's fine. That's fine. Nothing to do.
I read people's names backwards, so
we'll do it after the stream, Ranger. We'll make sure to fix it.
Suck, fan.
So, yeah. So make sure you check out Urzatron's channel if you haven't. He is, in my opinion, the best Grand Arena streamer.
He's one of the best streamers too. He's just hilarious.
Yeah. Like he keeps it really, it's definitely hilarious. It has a very kind of like DJ club vibe to it. So yeah, definitely make sure you check that out.
All right. Version update 313, quality of life. Miss McVoltron, if you would, please.
Oh, quality of life version. Here we go. Okay, 313 quality of life. We are preparing to launch the first part of our highly anticipated quality of life update. You've seen some of the details already in the road ahead at the end of January, but there's so much more. As per usual, our version updates will begin rolling out to all players starting this afternoon, Wednesday 3/13, with the changes below. And in the following days, players will be required to update. If they haven't already, players will be required to update in order to access the final features for this update. We are planning to launch part 2 on 3/14, but it could shift to 3/15 depending on how the rollout goes. Check out the bottom section for what changes will occur in round 2 of the update. So now on today's changes. Do you want to go through each one of these, Finn? We have...
We'll go through these kind of slowly and then discuss it. Except for the... Yeah.
So the major changes, combat buff UI overhaul. We've added a button to the combat UI that collapses all buffs and debuffs into a condensed view. So your character ships will always show up to 3 high priority buffs or debuffs, such as taunt, foresight, or locked character unique status effects like fracture or isolate. And all other effects will be presented by a number indicating the total number of status effects on the character. The button can be toggled on or off for all characters, or you can tap individual characters to expand, collapse their buffs as needed. So I thought that was kind of a cool little thing. Just
there's something
clean up the screen.
They said that they were something, when they did the road ahead, that this was coming. So there's no shock. I'm just glad to see it's finally being introduced, and it's a great feature we've been asking for a while. I really like it. And you can see the picture right there of how that works, and it's pretty neat. Yeah,
it's cool that you can still see the whole, the dots from Vader if you really want to see, like, craziness going on the screen there. Do you remember that one thing where Vader had, like, dots all over the whole screen?
Yeah.
It was just fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they didn't take it all away completely. Okay, I got lost. Hold on a second.
Revamped.
Here we go. Revamped description pop-up. Along with the buff UI overhaul, you can now long press a character to toggle a revised pop-up showing the names and descriptions of all buffs and debuffs on the character. This pop-up works for both friendly and enemy character ships in combat. I love this.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I think this is a fantastic update, especially for people that are new or just mid-game, still trying to figure out some of these all of these buffs, especially for like Revan. Jeez, like
Yeah.
it's cool. I think it was a cool upgrade.
Oh, it's very nice. So, all right, next one is, go ahead, Ms. McVoltron.
Unique only toggle for save squads, mod loadouts. Now, as you are juggling multiple squads and mod sets for Grand Arena, Territory Wars, and other game modes, we've added a unique only option for you to highlight all duplicate characters and squads, or all mods already set to a current loadout tab. This will help you avoid committing a character to a squad or a mod to a loadout that you'd like to save for later.
Very nice.
They also have some save squad shortcut. The character inventory now has a shortcut to squad management. The Cantina home raid icon, the active raid icon, and the Cantina now takes you directly to the raid overview screen when a raid is active. Expanded abilities description, improved readability of fully upgraded ability descriptions by expanding the text over the area that previously had a large check mark. Battle screen, the character selection now displays a character's name and gear tier.
I like that a lot.
Me too.
These are really great quality of life changes. I'm really impressed with a lot
Just
of this
little tweaks that make a big difference.
Really
Yeah.
huge difference.
Especially the squad one. I am really looking forward to the squad and not having to go into Cantina in order to be able to look at all my characters and do that. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
So other quality of life changes alongside the major updates, we've added a host of minor quality of life fixes. Better gear find flow. Gear find flow has been improved to search for both full pieces and salvage components. I'm super excited to see how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Territory War Grand Arena capacity indicators. Territory War and Grand Arena maps now have a capacity indicator per territory so that you can see how many squads have been filled without having to click through each territory.
Love it.
That'll be nice.
Love that too. Node simming slider. The node simming slider logic has been adjusted to slightly reduce the number of taps to fully sim a node. Leader slot default. When a squad auto-populates in the pre-battle screen, if there is no save squad in memory, it defaults to putting a leader in the leader position.
Very nice. That's a very nice one.
Performance optimization, some minor technical performance improvements in combats, and then there were some minor changes like Grand Arena schedules being moved from the 24th to the start on the 25th. Reward screen now center justifies all items. Rewards for events have not changed but will be displayed differently. The Connect sub-menu on Android now holds the Connect to Facebook, sign in out of Google Play, and link a device options.
Pretty nice.
So there's a bunch of packs. I don't know. Do you want to go through those, Finn? I know that you're...
We'll go through these real quick. So there's a couple. I'm going to talk about this first pack.
Oh, no.
Well, no. It's... Well, okay, so...
Well, let's do the meta report, Ranger, because then this is all the second part stuff, right? So let's do the meta report, and then we can jump into this. But this all ties into our second segment.
But you're throwing me off completely, Finn, because they're changing the damn
No,
script.
we'll do that. We'll finish off this one, and then we'll do the other one.
All right, stupid meta report. Hi everybody, Harry Carey here for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and RSG. We're doing the meta report today, brought to you by Men's Pantyhose. Hey Dr. Finn, have you ever been at the beach and had too long a hairy legs?
No.
Well, now with RSG Men Pantyhose, you can wear those short shorts and look glamorous doing it. Who wants to see a hairy old gorilla walk around with those giant tree trunks for legs looking like they've got fur growing out of them? RSG Pantyhose for men. Who wants to look great at the beach? We do. All right, now we get to the meta report.
Yeah.
Okay.
All you, Finn.
All right, so meta report, pretty straightforward. Revan's still at the top. Hasn't broke 90% yet. We are waiting.
Oh,
He hasn't broken 90% yet. He is going up, though. He is going up in number. Percent is still pretty much the same, right? It's at 89%. But he has gone from 8274 to 8390. So we have more Revans. And if we look at Fleet, Home 1 has actually gone down in numbers, strangely enough. He has gone still 87%, but went from 9,600 to 9,400. So Home 1, maybe not as used right now, but there you go. Neither of them have broken 90%.
Yeah. So there you go.
I mean, there's not a whole lot really great to talk about here.
There's not.
No, the meta's been stale. I mean, there was a time period
Same
right,
old, same old.
Where Treya was just like dominating, but it was never to this large of a percentage because Treya was hard to get. Revan is just becoming ridiculous right now, so something they have to probably look into.
All right. Anything else you want to cover on this? There's not really much to cover.
No, that's pretty much it.
Next.
All right.
Now we can go back. Let's transition to the Revan stuff, Ranger.
All right. The Skewed of the Old Republic. Miss McFiltrot, if you would, please.
Did we didn't want to go through the rest of the quality of life things that they did?
That's all.
Not really.
We went through all the quality of life things.
There was the round 2, wasn't there?
No, that's what we're going through now. Now we're going to start the packs.
Oh, we're going back to the packs?
Yeah, this is what everything is.
You do the packs. I don't give a
All
crap.
right, so the first pack, let me just say this. All right, the first pack is your standard pack that they've done before with the other ones. $6.99, you get 10 to 330 crystals on these characters that you're going to need. Now, I'm going to put this as a caveat. If you have none of the characters starred, including HK-47, this is a fantastic pack. If you have HK-47 done, do not buy this pack. It is a waste.
And some people will have 3 of these characters done.
Right, this is not a pack for you. And I tested it just to see what it would do. Did 2 pulls. I got 20 and 15 shards, all of HK-47.
Oh, no.
So, be warned. If your plan was like mine, and I've done some math and stuff, so what I'm going to need for Revan. But this is not the way to go. Now, if you were short all 5 of these characters, it's a great way to build up. You're going to get a lot of HK-47s. I don't have the percentage in front of me. Finn, did you look at that?
All right, I just updated my game, so I'm trying to get the probabilities right now.
So give us the probabilities. But that's the thing you need to know about this pack. And I guarantee you're going to get more HK-47 than you get anything else. It's just, I mean, at a 20% chance.
And if you have HK and you have Canderous done, you're going to get more.
You're done.
Right,
you're not getting it.
You're not getting it.
It's seriously not a good. And if you have Darkside Basti done and you have those other 2,
it's definitely not worth it. Yeah, don't buy
this pack, man.
Just use your crystals to start pumping into these other characters. Now the next one is Karth and Canderous bundle. This is the same for both of them. There's no difference. One's got Karth and Canderous Ordo. The other one has Fallen Bastila and Juhani. So in it, you're going to get the same 50 shards of each, 1,500 crystals, credits, training droids, building mats, gear. This is a finishing off pack. This is if you're right there and
Let's also be honest. When the thing refreshes tomorrow, when the weekly store refreshes, you're going to get to buy individual packs of whoever you want to buy it of.
Yeah. And
they're going to have down here at the bottom, they're going to have all 5,
mm-hmm.
and you just pick which one of the all 5 you want.
Maybe.
No, I know. I'll bet you $100 they have.
I bet you 100.
I bet
what
you.
Would be the point of the pack versus getting them out of the shipments?
No, because what they'll have is they'll have each one of these characters in these 5 slots down here at the bottom, and it'll refresh tomorrow, and then it'll refresh again, right before the event ends.
Right.
So you've got the ability to get 50 shards for 4K, just like they've done before with this.
Yeah, but you do. But it's not anything special, right? That's just the normal going price for shards.
Right.
Well, hold on. It's not about getting it for special. The thing is that you can get a ton of them, and they show up here for sure. You could potentially go through the daily shipments and not see them, even though you want to.
Yeah, because they do share it with all the other Old Republic too. So.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it's a better deal.
So they'll have the.
Well, it's the same deal. It's just easier to. It's more consistent.
It's the same deal.
Yeah, that's why I just want to make sure it's not like you're getting them cheaper. But you just know you're getting them from there.
Right.
Correct.
And then the last bundle is the HK-47. That's to help you again. I like that they put out HK-47 on his own. He is a free-to-play character like the other ones, but he's been around a lot longer, so you probably have more shards of him. If you're right there at the finish line, again, this is something to help you out. with his bundle. I think it's $19.99. Let me look real quick in the store. What is his bundle? Nope, $14.99. So it's $14.99. You get 50. That's not too bad if you're trying to finish up and you're right at the finish line. The other ones are $39.99 each. So they'll be here for 14 days. The one that threw us off is that the pack for HK47 is here for 28 days. Don't ask. I don't know why that is.
I mean, there's a few possibilities, right?
He never got a marquee.
Well,
I don't
you wouldn't
know.
get a marquee for HK.
No, he's a starting character. I mean,
I understand, but
but it might be because of the rework, right? But then the question is, why isn't the Fallen Bastila pack? I know first off, let me commend them for doing something in order to make money. They grouped the males together and the females together, but when you group Karth and Canderous, you get not only one of the older released Old Republic, but also one of the newer, right?
Yes, that's why
so
they
if you
did
need
it.
Karth, you're probably already done with Canderous, and so this pack isn't as worth it for you. If you really want Karth, then you're getting useless shards of Canderous. Same thing with Juhani and Fallen Bastila, right? Fallen Bastila was released first, then Juhani. So if you need only Juhani, the money pack, you have to decide whether or not you want that pack or whether you want to and you're okay with kind of wasting some in order to get the Fallen Bastila shards. So first off, it's pretty interesting the way they grouped them up. They didn't group them by release day. They just grouped them like one of each. So kind of an interesting way for them to make money there. But the other thing is Fallen Bastila is also getting a rework, right? But her pack is also only there for 14 days. So I'm wondering if after this 14-day period, if we're going to see a Fallen Bastila pack by herself for 14 days or whatever it is, to kind of match how long HK was there. Because if it's because of the rework, I think we can expect to see Fallen Bastila just kind of sitting there afterwards. But it's a one-time pack, so it's kind of... It's interesting that HK is staying along there for as long as he is right now.
Right. All right, and then there's a bunch of bug fixes. You can read all that, and then Quality of Life Round 2, March 14th.
Well, there is I think this is where it was listed, right? There is one bug fix that's just
HK.
awesome.
By the way, Jack said, "Hey, that HK's never had a pack." That's actually not true. In the very, very, very beginning of the game, he had a pack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I think there's some droid release or something.
Yeah.
There's some
But,
droid packs.
Actually, Ranger, read the first bug fix because that one is really important.
All right. Savage Opress. Is this because it's Savage Opress?
No, it's actually a really important one.
Savage Opress AI will use his level 8 Omega overpower special ability properly when the target is below 50% health.
Yes! If you guys weren't aware, Savage Opress had a change from when it was like below 25% to 50%, but his AI was still only using his overpower when it was below 25%. It was the most annoying thing on defense because he would never do the overpower at the right time. But now it works at 50%. Yay! It's not only because Savage is my vanity character, but it really is an important fix and actually makes Savage useful on defense potentially. So I'm really happy they finally fixed this. This has been a nuisance for quite a while, actually.
Okay. Quality of Life Round 2, March 14th or March 15th.
I think I hear Loki.
What?
Loki.
Is he
Did I
there?
hear Loki?
Satan?
Stuff. Yeah.
Sir Loki?
What? He's saying something. All right, he's
No,
getting
I'm setting
set
up my stuff.
Oh, okay, he's setting up.
okay,
There we go.
okay.
So the second Quality of Life update, March 14th, that's round 2, is going to have raid simming. Veteran guilds can now sim the heroic raid. The pit, simming a raid, automatically delivers identical rewards to everyone in the guild. Guilds must have completed the heroic Rancor 50 times, and there must be at least 35 players with a 7-star Han Solo in the guild at the time of battle start in order to sim. Also, Grand Arena matchmaking improvements. Character-only Grand Arena matchmaking is no longer impacted by ship's GP, which is kind of cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grand Arena push notifications. Push notes how trigger near the incoming end of each Grand Arena phase if you have not acted.
Okay.
Grand Arena auto deploy if you forget to set your roster after signing up for Grand Arena, or if this is your strategy, shame on you. But if you do forget to set defenses, we have a new feature that will distribute your strongest characters from highest to lowest power to your defensive teams. This isn't a substitute for placing teams yourself, as auto-deploy doesn't take into consideration any team composition or synergies. Does it even put a leader in the leader spot, or just the
No,
strongest?
if that's so more likely than not, the leaders tend to be the ones with the higher GPs because you're usually putting a Zeta on the leader GPs for the really good characters. But no, it'll throw whatever it is from highest to lowest.
Yeah, occasionally you'll have like a random.
Yeah, and going back really quick to the raid simming before we move forward, I think the raid simming is going to be interesting. How the wording of simming a raid automatically delivers identical rewards to everyone in the guild. We mentioned this when they were first talking about it, right? They really need to make sure everybody is automatically joined to the raid that's being simmed. Otherwise, it's kind of useless, right? If you need to put a join period for everybody to join the raid in order for them to even get the rewards, it's going to be somewhat of a useless feature. And also the rewards. We'll have to see what exactly the rewards are that they're distributing. So,
look, man, if the rewards suck, why do it?
Exactly. So we have to see. It's a really nice idea, but we have to see if it actually comes together with whatever they're providing, right? Are they giving us enough rewards to make it worthwhile to actually do the simming and help people save time so they don't get burned out? Or are they just going to make the rewards kind of low, and so we're not going to use it?
And again, are we auto-joining every member? Is it like TB or is it like TW?
Yeah, it has to be like TB. Like, everybody has to join automatically. Because what everyone's going to want to do, this is going to be the setting that people are going to want to do if they're doing raid simming, right? It's to immediately open the raid, right? No join period, and then sim it. So every time you hit 60,000, it just runs the raid and the rewards are heading in there in 1 hour later, right? That's what we want to do if we're raid simming. It makes no sense to have a join period in order to do it. You're really not saving time because all you're going to save is 5 minutes that it takes for people to solo Rancor right now. So just some things we'll have to look at once it gets released. Well, nice idea, but still a lot to it.
Well, and the rewards are the big thing. What level of rewards are you getting from simming, right? So there's still some things about that one we're looking at, but overall, I like the concept. But we'll see what happens with it. Continue on, Miss Baltron.
Loki, that's a nice water bed.
Thank you.
Man. Hey girl, you want to come over and check out my water bed?
Uh-huh.
All right, what's next?
The other updates.
The other updates. Okay, there we go. Leader tag. Leader has been added as a filter tag in pre-battle selection and saved squad screens.
Ooh.
So that was it. As far as frequently asked questions, you want to go over those?
Yeah, there's only two.
Yeah. I'm not receiving any progress towards my raid quest anymore. Why not? So simmed raids don't count towards quests. You'll need to beat the raid manually in order to get credit for the quests. How long do I have to join a raid once we choose to sim a raid? A simmed raid's default auto launch join period is 1 day. This can be modified by the leader or officer launching the raid.
Nice.
So again, this is what we were talking about, right? If the default launch join period is 1 day, why do we have a join period, right? Does everybody still have to join in order for the simming to work? Because otherwise it seems the purpose of a simming a raid doesn't seem to be as good as it is, right? 5 minutes isn't going to take that much time. So rewards is definitely going to be key here as to whether or not simmed raids is going to work.
I blame you, Finn.
Well, you'd be right in doing so.
Loki, what do you think about all these changes and stuff, homie?
I think it's good. I'm getting caught up myself. I'm reading it right now, but overall, it's good. I mean, I like the idea of the raid simming, but then at the same time, what is it? It said that we can't get the top awards. Is that what it says?
It doesn't say that we're not getting the top rewards, but we don't know what the payout is, right? It's unlikely that they're going to give us.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone gets the same reward, but it doesn't say what like equivalent rank we would be getting.
The other thing too is if it gave you rank 1 shards and then it gave you rank 10 currency and then it gave you, rank 35, guild currency, would you really be that excited about it?
No, that's BS if they do that, to be honest.
I'm just saying, and they're going to say, well, you got rank 1, character shards, aren't you happy?
No.
Right? So I'm just saying that, we're gonna have to look and see what
They
these
can't
rewards
do
look
that.
like.
I don't think they would do that. I really hope they wouldn't.
But yeah, you got to join, and then they sim it. So you have a period it gets simmed, I guess, is how it's going to work. So I'm not worried about that part. I mean, it's like a raid. It just shortened. You have 24 hours or whatever time they set, and you join. They sim. You automatically get the rewards. It's the level. It's what kind of rewards we get. I think that's the more important question. So
Rewards are the important part.
yeah. So, all right. That's it for that. That's the update. And you guys can see this was posted on the forums. You guys can check that out. There, all this is from the forum. So there you go.
$2 donation from Thane Kyrell.
What thing saying?
It's been having an issue with the wording again.
Damn it, Finn.
I have an issue with the lack of wording. There is not enough words to detail whether or not simming is worth it.
Hey, Thane, you see that new game with some Last Airbender funk in there?
What?
So I really hope that they allow you to auto join the entire guild automatically. But yeah, it's
Agreed.
Why would they do that though? Honestly, they want people in the game. They want people in the game as much as possible spending money. So why would they? Do that?
All I'm saying is what we're saying is there's two ways, right? TW, you have to join. TB, you're automatically joined as a guild, right? Mm-hmm. And all I'm saying is, which way is it going to be? Is it going to be like TB or is it going to be like TW?
And to what you're saying, McVenom, that's partially true, right? They want us to be in the game to play, but they're also aware, which is why they do quality of life changes, is that if we're spending too much time in the game, we're going to get burned out, right? So what is the repetitive stuff in the game that people don't want to do that they can help alleviate time from so that they can introduce new content and have us spend our time there, right? So they did that with Galactic War, right? There's really no reason for them to really sim Galactic War. We just have to spend, like half an hour autoing through 12 Grand Arena nodes every day? Or when people really cared, or if they still care about the guild event tokens, having to do 36 of them in like a 24-hour period or whatever. So
I mean, think about it. In TB, you could sim you could auto sim all the deals and let officers auto deploy for you.
Yeah. So I mean, there is an aspect that wants to keep us playing the game, but the other aspect I think is that they want to have us spend time in the game with things that we're going to be engaged in. And autoing Rancor is not something that people are really engaged in, right?
Or day 1 through 3 of TB, man.
Exactly. So the simming conditions at least is for the higher guilds, right? 35 7-star Hans and stuff. So you're in a guild that's already performing at that level. TB, it's hard to say whether or not sim is doable because the lower guilds, there's still a lot of low guilds that are struggling with like second phase, right? That still aren't able to 3-star. A lot of guilds are. It's not like it's a huge GP, but newer guilds aren't able to do the first couple phases easily. So I think because of the position I'm in, that it makes sense to like auto it, but it's hard otherwise, I think, because there are lower guilds that make TB a little bit more difficult to auto that. Go ahead. No,
I was moving on. Just Tangent Revolution. He said, "Did I miss something? I didn't hear you guys say anything about the fact that when you go into an event and it auto selects a team, it will put a leader in the leader spot." That was in the quality of life changes. We talked about that. I'll say it again. Leaders slot default when a squad auto populates in the pre-battle screen. If there is no saved squad in memory, it defaults to putting a leader in the leader position.
But that's different than the Grand Arena, right?
Yeah,
Grand
Arena is different.
It just goes by rank of power, right?
Yes.
And then shame on you.
Yeah, so you'll have a Revan and a Treya, a BB-8.
Revans,
JTR, CLS.
Crew. Have fun.
Yeah.
I wonder what mine would do. It would be like Bosk with Treya and...
Actually, let's look at that. Stuff. What is everybody's highest team if they just went from top to bottom?
I've got my favorites put on, so that's kind of hard. But I think it would be Bosk, Treya, Mother...
So mine would
be... maybe, or something.
This is my team. Jedi Knight Revan, C-3PO, Grandmaster Yoda, Bosk, and CLS.
Yep. Mine is Jedi Knight Revan, Bosk, CLS, Crew, and Jedi Training Ray.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? If they just assigned your first 5?
Yeah.
Top 5.
You can do it even if you have favorites, McVenom. Sort it by power, because that's the way they sort it otherwise. And then look at your top 5.
By power. Let's see. Bosk, Traya, Mother Talzin, Asajj, and R2D2.
My second grouping would be Chewbacca lead, R2D2, Darth Traya, Darth Vader.
Let's remember to ask
and
Urza.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Well, mine would be. This
gosh,
is an interesting
Tarkin.
one. This is an interesting one. I don't know who they make the leader on this. Thrawn, Traya, Kylo Ren en masse, Palpatine, and Asajj.
It's whoever's the highest power.
Highest power. So it would be actually Grand Admiral Thrawn would be the leader with those.
My second team ends up being a Traya lead, so I get Traya,
no.
Ventress, Chewbacca, and BB-8.
Oh no.
Loki, what's yours? What's your top 5?
Your top 5 power characters.
I
If
think
you
it's
sort by power.
was it Jedi Knight Revan, Bosk, C-3PO, Chewbacca, and Darth Traya.
There you go.
It's actually not bad, man.
That's not.
But
I think I need to reevaluate my life choices here.
yeah.
R2D2 and Mother Talzin are in my top 5.
We do have your roster review coming up soon.
Yes.
I'm so scared. Like it's
Right.
gonna
Make
be.
You're
sure you
always
put mods-
scared.
make sure you
I don't
put
think you
mods on
care.
your CLS.
I need to do that. Honestly, I need to do
Oh,
something with
no.
CLS.
God.
Okay.
All
next.
right, now it's time for.
Remind me to ask Urza that question about the top 5. That would be interesting to know.
Urza? Why would we ask Urza?
I love how you just bring. Bring.
I mean, like in the
Bring-
future, maybe.
Well, he is our
in
video of the week,
weeks.
so he is our video of the week.
Ranger, don't
All
look
right.
at me that way.
Next
She's hopped up on pills.
item.
I just had surgery. I use that excuse for everything now.
That doesn't work on me.
Please, Ranger, don't be mad at me.
What are we doing? Don't we have another?
I don't
thing we
even
need
feel
to
like
talk
flipping over. I'm just gonna sit here and
Yeah,
just stare.
we have kind of the
I'm
most-
looking right at you, tits.
We have the most important thing. So
Tits and
Chicago-
only tits. Could you read the next one, which will be the Scourge of the Old Republic?
Yes.
You don't mind?
The Scourge of the Old Republic, SB Crum on March 13th. When they left after the Mandalorian Wars ended, they were Jedi. When they returned, they were something else.
They were dancers.
Carthonasi. Are you ready to face the Old Republic with Darth Revan? You will need the following characters in an upcoming event. Bastila Shan, Fallen, Canderous Ordo, Carthonasi, HK-47, and Juhani. It will be a very difficult task to reclaim the Sith throne. Once you complete your journey to the dark side, reworks for the HK-47 and Fallen Bastila Shan are on their way and ready to help Darth Revan become an incredibly powerful Sith leader. Stay tuned to the forums for full details on what's changing with HK-47 and Fallen Bastila Shan kits. Bundles and an event pack will also be available for the characters above to help you prepare for this rare and challenging event.
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy, and we will have peace. He's here, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I present to you, Darth Revan is here and on his way. He has been announced. So if you would like to support the Ranger Really Wants Darth Revan Foundation, we will be setting that up. I am not screwing around with this, guys. I want Darth Revan. I want to be evil again. I feel dirty every day using Jedi Knight Revan. I feel like I am committing a crime. I would love to get Darth Revan and go do stuff with him for you guys on the stream. So I'm going to do everything I can to spend all the crystals that I've saved. I've already started to get Darth Revan. But if I have to beg, borrow, steal, smack Loki, hug tits, I don't care. I'm going to get my grubby paws on Darth Revan. We don't have his kit, but this is what we expected. This is what we said was happening. Now it's going to be coming next week, like we said. Doesn't have the ship associated with it, like we said. We don't know anything else. It's a journey, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get. So we don't have any gear, but usually the journeys have been easy.
Gary, very difficult means Ranger 4-hour stream.
Listen, that's high quality entertainment right there.
It's entertainment. I don't know about high quality.
I enjoyed it. Then I also like a lot.
I know. I just did not hear that crap come out of
videos.
Finn's mouth. You want to restate your phrase there, sir?
Hey, Urza, did you see Ranger's 15-hour Thrawn stream?
I did not. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Hold on, Urza. I have to kick the crap out of Finn right now because he's talking trash. Mr. Potato Head, who maybe stream all that stuff. He said, "Come on, Ranger, I'll help you." And you're the dum-dum giving me all the mod advice, so don't you dare sit there and say...
And I made a montage.
Yeah, we did make a montage.
Hey, Urza, you're the video of the week.
And we made it backwards because Finn sucks again.
It's mirror image.
There's a setting, I know what it is on OBS. So we had it last time and forgot to change it. So now you're backwards.
Yeah, we did.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, we did Bizarre World for your video. We pimped it and everything, and
it's purple in all the wrong places. Sorry.
it's not right. It looks funky. But glad to have you here, Urzatron.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Darth Revan's here, our Lord and Savior. Urzatron has arrived. Yee. It is time for the darkness to spread and kill this ridiculously stupid Jedi Knight Revan off the meta.
I'm totally ready for it, actually.
You
Because the arena is super painful.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I mean, you don't enjoy fighting the same teams over and over and over again?
Teams? What's this plural?
Yeah, there's one team.
It's one team.
Well, you have to fight multiples of that team, so hence teams. I know how to speak the damn English language, Finn.
Every once in a while, when you see somebody running Chewbacca or like
it's like a big bullseye for you.
You're like, oh man, look, they're running, Hermit Yoda on that squad.
Oh,
excellent.
Wow.
Are you seeing anything else besides Revan on your squad at all, Urza?
No, I mean, it's Revan and like a couple of Traya still just doing it to climb, but I mean, they are gone within seconds, like Grande was saying. It's just like a bullseye.
I think on my shard, I've got one team still running Finn and one team running CLS.
I got to tell you, I got to give mad props to the guy. I saw a guy yesterday running JTR lead.
What? Really?
Is it with droids? Is it the
No.
droid team?
So he when he runs that team, he runs it JTR, C-3PO, R2-D2, BB-8, and Chewbacca.
I can see that team, yeah.
And
have you hit it yet? Is it hard?
Yeah. So it again, right? This is like a TW team, right? This is like a TWGA style team. You know, you use that when you see someone else's Revan and you put your Revan on defense, right? I mean, that team's not bad for GA or for TW. I think a bunch of people made videos of it about 2 or 3 months ago, but yeah, it doesn't work not under user control.
Well, I mean,
I have nothing but.
Urza, have you used that team? Have you used that team at all? That JTR team I'm talking about?
No, I haven't used it. The one I'm interested in is the one with Droideka with damage immunity. I think there's some cool abilities there that could be exploited down the road. It's one of those kits where I'm thinking like it's just gonna get broken wide open one of these metas or one of these raids, whatever the future holds.
You know, like with this HK rework, right? I mean, we get some kind of HK rework in that sucker.
Yeah, what are we expecting? We know HK and Fallen Bastila are getting a rework. Obviously, tying in with Revan, Darth Revan, what are you expecting them to change? What are your kind of assumptions? What do you think they're going to do on those?
I'd like to see. Out of frustration when the Traya meta was, or not the Traya meta, the Revan meta first started, I zated my Bastila, my Dark Basti. So.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that gets a little love and a little touch there, just so it's not a wasted Zeta, because it's been pretty much wasted at this point. It was just one of those. I have 2 Zetas out of frustration. That is one of them, and the Dengar Zeta from the Chewie event.
Oh, have you ever Zeted Farm Boy Luke leader?
I've attempted. It looks
I have 2 Zetas out of charity, Rose Tico and Farm Boy Luke, and I hate my roster.
Boy, the things we do to raise money for cancer research, I tell you, don't do it. It's awful. So if that makes you feel better about Dengar, then I'm here to assist you in any way.
I would gladly take your Dengar over my Farm Boy Luke.
Yeah.
At least your Farm Boy was for a good cause. I don't even know if Dengar does it.
I got nothing!
It doesn't. I have it.
I got nothing. The stupid thing. So you're good on your farm. I'm going to be making the big push to get the 7 stars. Now, people have been asking us like crazy. I'm sure you've gotten it. Do you think there's going to be a gear tier with this because HK-47 is an older character? My answer to that is no. But what do you think, Urs?
I could see it being a little bit tougher than the other one. I think someone made the point today. It's just like we all did that Revan, the Revan fight, the first one, the Jedi Knight Revan fight. I don't even remember it at all. So, yeah, I think I'd prefer to have it be a little bit tougher. I remember Chewbacca and I remember 3PO because it took about 40 or 80 attempts on each one of those. So those were fun fights for me. So I'd rather see it a little bit harder, but not impossible, obviously.
Yeah. And then do we think this is going to be meta impacting? We know it's 3. We just speculation. 3 Zetas.
So here's the thing, right? We thought that General Grievous was going to fix this and undo it.
No. We were saying that it's not going to fix. We were warning people like.
Well, you guys were.
I was hoping, but
there was hope. Rebellions were built on hope, you know. But we kind of saw. I mean, we were saying to everybody, you know. The General Grievous rework, wait. Because people are going nuts for that, saying, oh, it's going to be able to Jedi killer and all this stuff. We're like, no, please wait. Don't spend anything.
Yeah.
And, you know, Grievous just turned out to not be that character. So, you know, we need a change in the meta. We need something, especially dark side. Good Lord. Most of the metas have been light side. Besides,
So here's the thing, Ranger. I'm looking at it like, I was a guy who sat out that first Jedi Knight Revan meta. I couldn't climb an arena. I didn't have a max.
I was the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was the worst kind of 4 or 5 months of pretty much my gaming life with this game, and I don't know if that was a strategy to condition people like me to get ready for Darth Revan, because I feel like I'm going all in here if I have to. I'm not getting left behind again. That was too critical on my freaking arena payouts to. I mean, 5 months of not getting payout.
It was hard. It's kind of like ships is right now. If you have MILF or you don't have MILF. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big fleet guy anyway, but I stay in the top 20, 30s. Because once you get to like 23, 24, it's all MILF. Like, Millennium Falcon is like, and if you have it or you don't. Now, you can beat it, but it's way easier for them to take you out and,
we have one guy. We have one guy that climbs that does not have Han Solo's Millennium Falcon. And I asked him the other day, I'm like, where do you come from? And he's like 87, 92. And I'm like, you come from 87 or 92 to take second at your payout? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, that must take you like 3 hours, man.
Oh my God.
At least a couple hours to do that, right?
As a guy who has Millennium Falcon just like 5-star, like I made sure I got it just for Grand Arena purposes. I mean, I think I've sat at like 39 for the last 3 days and no one has touched me. It's just, it's like I go in and do my fight and I don't even try and push through to the top 10 because, I mean, those are all 7 stars.
Well, yeah, they're going to have those 60 mods and the characters just geared to the teeth. I mean, I don't know when you started Urzatron. I mean, me and Grande and Finn are both. Well, no, I think not you, Finn, but I know me, Grande, Loki too are beginning day 1 players. So
I'm not day 1. I'm January 1st. I'm like 1 month off.
A month off. It's not that big a deal. So I mean, you see the stuff at the top. You have to. I mean, your point about Revan. If you don't stay with the meta, you'll be behind instantly. Because
I won't be with the meta.
You don't care, Finn. I mean,
no.
Urzatron, you do not want to see what Finn does for Grand Arena. You would be horrified at the nonsense this man pulls in 3v3 and 5v5. And even
I play around with it, so I don't really. It's not my favorite game mode. I prefer the team stuff in the game, so I definitely like Territory Wars a lot more than Grand Arena, and I use Grand Arena to kind of test things out, right? So if I see a really good team, I'll try and see what I can use as like secondary, like B teams and C teams, what abilities work, what don't work. So I really just kind of play around a lot in Grand Arena. But also, I know my Arena Shard pretty well, and I know my mods are better than most. There's a few, probably like a handful of people that have like better speed mods than me. If I need to pull together a protection set, I'm pretty sure my mods are right up there with some of the whales and stuff that are on my shard, right? So even when the Revan meta was out, I was able to push through most of them except for that maybe about 10 or 15 with my Treya team. And I haven't really tried to push for rank 1. Even now, I can beat all the teams. I've beaten all of them. It's just I haven't pushed for top in arena just simply because of time. Like I've been doing other things and whatnot. So with where I'm at, I don't necessarily mind not getting Darth Revan the first time. And I've actually been kind of working on some of my other teams and whatnot. So I haven't really been focusing hugely on Darth Revan. But your point is actually really well taken, though, Urs. Like if you're competitive and you may not have the mods that are better than everybody else, right? It's important to know what your arena shard is, because every shard is different. Your status could be different on one shard compared to another. And I'm sure you've seen some of these comments anytime you make a video, right? Oh, I would love to be on your arena shard, because some people are on like ridiculous ones.
Right.
So your position also makes it important too. And so I'm aware of where I am and what I kind of want out of the game, so it doesn't bother me. But if you're trying to be competitive and you know maybe you're not as good in mods, or you don't want to have that difficulty of trying to figure out how to mod a Traya team in order to beat the Revan and that kind of stuff, yeah, you don't want to get left behind on the the Darth Revan. He is going to be way too rare of a character to not be good, right? CLS was really good at the time that he came out. Jedi Training Rey was kind of she had kind of a counter right as soon as she came in. So she kind of didn't have that pop, but then Sith Raid came out, right? And if you didn't have Jedi Training Rey Phase 1, you were completely screwed. Darth Revan has kind of changed things. So we can kind of see that the characters do have an impact, especially as they get to that rarity. And with the way that Revan has kind of stayed in the meta, I would be very surprised if Darth Revan was not a counter to Jedi Knight Revan.
Well, here's the question I have for you, Tron. Do you think so? Remember when Jedi Knight Revan came out? The thing was, we're thinking Old Republic was going to be the characters he would use with him, right, for the synergy. Turned out real quickly that it was Jedi. Even though he had Old Republic, Jedi were the way. Do you think that Darth Revan's going to have more synergy with Sith, because he's going to be a Sith, than he is with these Old Republic characters?
I don't know. I mean, I think it would make more sense for them to actually make it with Old Republic. They did specify in that post today that it was a Sith leader. They specifically call him a Sith leader. So maybe there will be no synergy at all. I mean, maybe I'm just reading too far into that. I'd like to see. I mean, we've had several Sith metas going back to Maul, going back to the Triumvirate, going back to Traya, EP. I mean, we've had enough of that. Do we really need to reload all of our Sith and go back in again? I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to other characters getting a chance to shine a little bit. What do you guys think?
I'm down for it, but I mean,
Can we get a clone meta? Can we go back? I mean, we the reason why everyone was so excited about droids is to finally have a meta we haven't seen in 2.5 years, right? Or 2 years, right? I mean, so again, I'm kind of with Urzatron on this one. Having something that we've already done before, Sith teams we've done before, man. We've done them before. That's I mean, I'd love to go back to a clone meta, right? Or I'd love to, heaven forbid, we go back and actually have a real resistance meta. It's been a long time since we talked about resistance. Or even let's give some characters a shine that have never even had one. I mean, there are some rebels and some some Geonosians, right? I mean, there are some squads that potentially, if they got another couple characters,
I'd be happy if we never saw a Jawa meta. Sorry.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, what would be wrong with that?
What do you mean? What would be wrong with it?
I think it'd be fun.
I think it'd be ridiculous.
What would be wrong with
Jawa meta?
Because this game, I'll tell you why. Exactly why. People do not come to this game for the Jawas. They come here so they can be their heroes or villains that they enjoy playing.
I love them though. They're cute. Come on.
They are cute. I mean, we sort of started to have an Ewok meta a little bit, right? That was kind of cool.
Yep.
Fun. I mean, Night Sisters have been meta a couple of times. I feel like what makes it interesting for the long-term player, right, is to be able to, if someone has a faction they love, bounty hunters or, Tuskens or whatever it is, right, that they get that chance to, be the cool guy, right? I mean,
they're not cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody who, the guy who's real esoteric about his. About his clones. I mean, we have a guy.
I could see clones. We
have a guy in whose clones are so great in TW. he had 20 plus defends with his
let's not bring
clone
that
gene.
stuff up. Oh my god.
You know, and so why can't that guy be like that in the
Giggity.
arena for
I
a
would
little
love
bit?
to see that.
I'm gonna guess Urs is
20
gonna
defends.
agree with me. I feel like Jawas need a purpose after they took away the crit damage mod challenges, because I feel like I worked on my Jawas for nothing.
So a little story time here. I distinctly remember sitting in a hot tub listening to you guys like 2 years ago talking about the tank raid Jawas. And I'm sitting there, Finn's telling me to farm up my Ugnaught and my Jawa. I don't think I've touched them since.
Yes, I did. I will fully admit I did say to farm up stars on
Way
the
to go,
Jawas, Eatkok,
And Ugnaught.
and I'm a Gundy
Ugnasty.
and Ugnaught. Yes, Jawas, Eatkok, I'm a Gundy, and Ugnaught. Those are the ones that I said to farm stars on. But if you remember, did I ever say to put gear on them?
No, you didn't.
Exactly. See? That's what I said. You farm up
But
the
did
stars.
you say
on-
not to put gear on?
Yes.
You gotta be kind of
Yes.
specific.
Yes. I've always said don't put gear on anything until you know that it's going to be useful, right?
It's the same
But the
thing.
stars are always going to be maxed out at 7. So if you're looking for characters to farm and you're looking for something predictive, right? And I do the same thing now. I'm farming the Sith fighter ship. But
Right.
it's not a ship I'm going to use anywhere, but I'm thinking maybe there's going to be some kind of Sith capital ship coming. So I farm it for the stars. So you farm the stars, you don't put gear on anything until you're going to use it. So I've recommended that all the time. All the time. I am consistent.
To be fair, you did, and I just remember seeing, like, listening to you guys, like, when did the tank raid come out? Like 2 years ago?
Almost 3 years ago. What was it? 2017? 2016.
October of
2017?
2016, I think.
Oh my god, it's been a long time.
Too long.
And I'm sitting there, and then they dropped like the screenshots of P3 and all those droids. And I think I just abandoned your advice, Finn, and I just put droid collars on my Ugnaught.
Oh, well, see, that's different.
He's like, oh yeah.
Because what Finn did is by saying farm the characters, implying that they could be used, so people were going to put gear on them, thinking, "Aha! I
For what
listened
it's
to."
worth, Old Ben with Ugnaught in Phase 3 worked really well for a long time because he would freaking dodge everything. Like, Ugnaught would dodge everything, and then you threw the AoE and you just stun all the little droids.
I'm gonna tell you, it didn't work as well as an Ewok and Emperor Palpatine.
No, it did not. Turpentine ended up blowing it out of the water, but I'm just saying it worked pretty well.
Oh man. Hey,
When Finn gets defensive, his voice like goes up an octave.
Right.
Did you hear that?
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
he's-
Gun D was useful in Phase 3.
All right.
by the way.
Guys, I told you it's good.
In my defense, guys.
Oh my god.
All right.
But for we're all gonna have different experiences, right? I mean, it's just like different experiences in Grand Arena, right? I mean, some of the stuff Urzatron, some of the stuff you put up there, man, like your Beauty and the Beast team. I'm like,
I love it.
I'm like, that is so awesome. I wish I could play that in mine.
Why can't you? You have everything,
I do.
Grande.
I know,
I
but
play a lot of Urges. I get beat a lot because my team suck, but it's still fun to put them in there.
Yeah, it is.
his teams are so great.
They're just
And
fun. And just
I'm
to be able to say, oh, I used the Beauty and the Beast team.
I used the Beauty and the Beast team, right?
Yeah, totally in the know.
I used it's time for a Tuscan train or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way, man. There's no way those Tuscans are gonna take out.
To be fair, guys, I'm in a way different GP bracket
Yes.
than you guys are. Way.
No.
Yeah, well, he's
No.
he's 3.2, right? 3.2 ish. Yeah,
Where you at now, T?
Close to 3.
yeah.
Oh, we may have an Urzatron,
the
McVoltron fight in the making.
Totally.
That would be
She's
epic.
probably taking me down easy.
I don't think so.
But now-
Watch the roster review.
You
You'll
got to
see.
do some roster reviews with us with her Urzatron.
I am completely unfocused
Now,
and
Urzatron,
nonchalant about this game, and they hate it.
have some of your opponents, some of your GA opponents, have actually been on your show, haven't they?
They come into the chat and they get kind of funny. They're like, "Can you do your defensive review again? Can you show me that back?" And they're looking at my roster. And we've had a few guys that have come on. They had no idea like I existed on YouTube or whatever, and I always send them a message prior to going into the fight. And they come on, and now they're like regulars in the chat now. So it's
that's cool.
That's a good way, yeah. As long as you can keep it. I mean, but kudos to you because I streamed the Grand Arena fights for RSG, and because everyone here's a bunch of chicken crap turds. And it's a lot harder when you're doing it live and you're fighting and recording that stuff than when you are.
And you swap like all those camera angles and everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy get totally out of line. I mean, I basically lost my opening fight against Revan, and this is the first time I lost.
That happened to me last first time it's happened. It happened to me. I understand.
And it's just like emotion just takes over at that point because you realize you're so far down now for losing that one fight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, get this guy and take him to the Sarlacc. Get his ass out of here. And I'm like yelling, screaming.
It's pretty brutal. And then the comments, people are like, it's so funny because everyone's like critiquing you live while you're doing it.
He doesn't know what he's doing. This guy's drunk.
Yes. Oh my God, is he sniffing glue again? Get that glue away from Ranger. What is he doing? You should have gone there and then.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it because I always tell everybody when we're doing those that I don't care if I win or lose. And most of the time we win. But if I lose, I lose. But if you see something that helps you, that's the whole point of it, right? And I think you kind of have the same mentality.
Yeah, let's just have some fun and, whatever.
Yeah.
If we lose, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And we lost Grande. I think one of his kids is acting up or trying to set fire to the house again. So
There's a chicken running loose, maybe.
Urs, if you did not see the beginning of the stream, brother.
God, he did
just family time. Sorry, guys.
No. Beautiful. It was beautiful. Grande red.
You need to go back and listen. So we'll have Urza read the Patreon shout-outs.
Yeah, we got our Patreon shout-outs.
But
and then
we did the chat shout-outs at the beginning, and oh my God, Grande was like correct on 1 out of every 3.
There's a person named Ham and Cheese, and Grande's called him Herd and Cheese.
Herman Cheese.
Classic Herman cheese.
Yeah.
It was classic Herman Cheese.
Love those Herman cheese.
It was really cool.
Boy, Herman, this sure salty tasting today. What kind of cheese you using? That Herman cheddar's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying?
So did you have a chance to look at the quality of life update, and what did you think of it?
The quality, did they push another update out? It's in the last...
Yeah, we just got an update in the game earlier today.
Oh, no, I haven't had...
Ray Simming, all the stuff that they kind of mentioned in their previous posts and some new stuff, there's a quality of life update that they put out.
Okay. So it was like the debuff consolidation?
Yep, debuff consolidation, the team stuff now, you can actually, like, when you go into the team squad screen, you can see the names of all the characters in there, so you don't have to guess which Jawa is which anymore. And then
the description pop up, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. So the description for all the debuffs and stuff, especially with the consolidation, then there's a lot of things, and then raid simming, of course.
Yeah, no, I haven't looked at this yet. It sounds all amazing. I mean, raid simming alone, I mean, that's just brutal when you miss a raid reward. I mean, I don't do raids a whole lot anymore, but just to be able to...
Well, you join, you get I do the same thing. You get your rewards. And it's funny, I think we all have had this, where you finish 1, you get crap. Then you finish 30, you're like, I got a Corbanti and a stun gun? What the hell is going on? Yeah. Great, I got less, whatever, I got shards. I don't care. What the hell is going on here with these rewards? But yeah, the quality of life was put out there. So, I mean, some of it you knew about, some of it's, there's some extra stuff in there. So... just a general overall thought. The thing that we were kind of discussing was the raid simming. The simming part is fine. You join, it's less than 24 hours, but it's going to be those rewards. I mean, our viewpoint is that it's got to be at least top 10 rewards or it's not worth it.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, it's got to be... And it's got to be good. I wish they would just adjust some of that stuff in terms of the frequency that, like, stun cuffs and stun guns and carbanis drop. I mean, you get some of that stuff and you're just like, I have no use, especially on tank. Tank seems like the worst still, even after they address it.
Garbage, man. I mean, you still get those crap, you got 6,000 of it. It's just like, really? I finished 12th and it's just what I get? It's like, ugh. And it's not even like they're trying to adjust the currency you get with it. To make up for it. I'm throwing my hands up. I don't even do the age.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Ranger with my guild because we've maintained a rule since the day guilds launched that we've always done a random character registration for Rancor. And I think that has to pretty much go away now because we're not doing that anymore. If we can all get even rewards, I think. I don't know. That's what I'm going to tell. I'm going to lie 8, awoken 8. You guys hear me and talking. We're not doing that anymore.
No. You heard it here live.
We just did a vote in our guild too to figure out, like, assuming that the rewards are good, do people still want to kind of play around in Rancor, or do people just want to sim? And I mean, overwhelmingly, it's definitely simming, but obviously the caveat, the rewards are good, right? So we'll have to evaluate to make sure the rewards make sense, but overwhelmingly everyone's like, yeah, just sim it. We don't care enough. And we've tried to do things to make it fun. Like we have like raid bonuses where if you use a particular character and post your screenshot, whoever does the most damage with that character, assuming like a full clear, we have like these points that we give, and you can just get random stuff like emojis on the Discord and that kind of stuff. But
it's fun.
It is, but I mean, at some point it's just like, it's still Rancor, still boring. I just leave it on auto, and I forgot to take a screenshot, and it's just like, no point anymore in it.
All right,
Hopefully they bring out a new version.
Should we do the Patreon shout-outs there, Dr. Finn?
Are you ready, yours?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. I got the list in front of me. This will be interesting to see. I see some familiar names on here. We've got Alex12. Did I say that right?
I believe so. Yes.
Do we have to have Tits grade you like we do Grande? Tits. All right, Tits. Great Urzatron here.
All right, here we go, guys. AliX12, B Masood checking into RSG, Chopper BZ, Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, Corinth, Dangerfield, Darth Teflon, Darth Allen 0885, Darth Bob checking in, DPK, Deadpool Kyle. That is the mechanic of the Holotable Hall if you need him. Got Drewman 95, E-Rock 123, Hogzilla, I Bong Hard. Love it. In there, the nice stuff, man. Here we go. It poops bombs. Maz Kanata, Moss Mike, Ouchie Dumpling, my homegirl, Pete Lamb, Rye Rock, Rose Taco, where's Grande? Revenator checking in, Sanely Red, Shadowvale, Sith Lord / Vanderhodes, I know that man, Spaceman Tim, Tangent, Telewhack, Tenebris, The Tor, Walter Arnold, War Bobby, and Zarathustra.
See, why isn't Grande here to hear how real English reading is done? Just nailed it. Unbelievable.
Yeah. There's some good guys there. I have some familiar names. You guys are lucky.
Yeah. I already know.
We got a great community. So
Alchie Dumpling somewhere just geeking out right now. She's girl fanboying.
Yes, she's fangirling.
She doesn't do that for us. She does that for you, Urzatron. So.
She's the best.
She is the best. We love.
She's bringing the female representation. I always try and shout out the females, and few and far between on my stream.
We have quite a few.
I think you have a lot of them. They're probably closet watchers. They probably don't talk a lot. But I mean, I think you have a lot of female fans. To be honest, we talk about you in the Angels chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Urzatron's all like, well, hello there.
All right.
Hello there, chauvinist. He's oogling over Twi'leks again. What the hell's wrong with that
guy? All right. Now we get to some fun stuff. We have a Twitter question that we're going to get to.
And Urz can be the judge of the responses.
We'll let Tits and Urz kind of do their thing. You guys can
do it.
Yeah. So which one do you like the most? So Finn, read the question for Urzatron and the fans out there again, and then we'll get to the responses. And
I feel like we're going to get some naughty responses.
Well, of course we're going to get some naughty responses. I mean, but read the question.
God. Okay, so the Twitter question is, what side hustle could Ranger do to raise money to buy Darth Revan? So if you didn't have a reason to type something dirty, now you do. All right, first one. Since the big deal is off for spring break from cleaning Carrie's pool, have him come clean pools in Ranger's area so he can get that cash and hand it to get Darth Revan.
Straight cash, homie.
So become a pool boy. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
No, make Grande be the pool boy, and I get all the rewards. Yeah.
No. You take over Grande's job.
Yeah, that's the way I roll.
But I don't think Grande gets paid for that. He's just he has to by contract or something with Carrie, doesn't he?
That's true.
I mean,
You're aware of that, right, Urs? That what Grande has to wear when we go to Disney?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a challenge that got filled on our Tiltify, where if it got filled, Grande has to walk around on the Saturday, so that's April 6th, when we're in the Disney park with a shirt that says that he's CG Carrie's pool boy. So I designed the shirt and everything, so I think Grande is going to buy it here and soon, as we're getting ready for first weekend of April.
Is it going to be a crop top still or just regular?
He's going to crop top it for a little while. I'm not
Can
sure.
I cut it and put the little beads on the end of it?
Oh,
You
God.
remember, like with the crop tops with the little fringe and the beads hanging?
Please
We'll
don't
discuss
do
that afterwards.
No.
There's a possibility that Disney will not allow Grande in if he wins.
I don't want to see that. Sorry.
No, none of us want to see that. But we have a
Disney's
plan.
pretty open.
I mean,
There's
that's
a
something.
plan.
There's some things you just cannot unsee with Voltron, and I don't not want to be that.
You're not going to be able to unsee it. He is doing it.
But the
personally.
level of depravity that we will be witnessing, I want to limit the
Did
damage.
you hear him read the shout-outs?
Yes, I did. Grande
The depravity's
dropped the
already
ball.
gone.
I mean, all right. Let's move on to the other.
Mr.
response.
Herman Cheese.
Herman Cheese.
Okay, next one. He can easily afford Darth Revan with royalties from his instructional dance video collaboration with good old Maurice.
That's right.
The truffle shuffle.
Oh, that was good.
I was doing the dip and the nay earlier.
He could host a show beyond Scared Straight that yells at kids to scare them.
I could do that.
100%. Totally could do that. He's
That's definitely up Ranger's alley. He can be a cam boy on Pornhub. He already has all the required equipment ready to go.
I knew that was coming. I knew that one was coming.
Or he needs to talk to Urzadron. Maybe he can give Ranger a job as a dancer at the hall.
I don't know what that means, but I'll
Do
do
the hall
it.
dancers make pretty good money? I'm
Oh,
assuming
they do
yeah.
well. Like, that's all I can say. You should take them to the private room. We get some
Do you
high
have
rollers.
cages?
Do you think you could? Would you be able to send your VIPs into the back rooms of the hall to see Ranger?
Oh,
Could you
yeah.
do that with a good conscience.
Maybe he could give him a nice dance and talking that Trump voice he does. And
I would tell it, no one does dance hall thingies better than me. It's unbelievable. People come back, they see me, they're like, that was the maze balls. Totally the greatest thing I have ever seen. Nobody does any kind of dancing, pole dancing, ballet dancing better than me. I put the in ants.
I mean, I figured that's going to be like the biggest disappointment ever. They go into the back rooms in order to see Korra, and they get Ranger. Like that's like just asking for trouble at that point.
what, you were not satisfied with your service? He does a great impression.
I know. Hi ho! I've come here today to provide entertainment for you. Yay!
Oh my god!
All right, next
Ranger
week.
just walks out on a stage and he just starts
No.
doing.
Hi everybody, Harry Carey here. Remember to tip your waitresses. We got plenty of Budweiser and Krauts out there. Hey, let me shake my rum shaker for you.
Could you imagine his Emperor Palpatine there in a cage
Oh my god!
when you walk around the corner?
I saw you look at my thing. How dare you? It was I who allowed the ladies to look at my ding-a-ling.
Stop it. Stop. All right.
You were gonna bust your stitches for real?
Stop. Seriously, I have my pillow like holding myself here. Stop.
Use the phone.
Ernst, I had surgery last week, and so I told him I had to have a pillow for tonight when you guys come on, so I wouldn't bust my stitches.
All right, let's get to
So the
next.
goal is to make her laugh and drop the pillow and then bust her stitches.
Stop it. You guys want to put me back in the hospital.
All right, next one. Ranger can charge Grande $5 for each name Grande mispronounces when shouting at viewers in chat.
Damn, I would have banked.
Ranger could buy half a dozen Darth Revans, let alone one. Hashtag hooked on phonics.
Jesus.
That's straight up good business venture right there.
That's straight up. I mean, I could corner the market.
And then the last one, I think. Does CG Carrie need another pool boy?
Alchie said she put one in there. If you can see if she has something in there, Finn.
Yeah, we got two more. Next one. Do a hybrid My Little Teapot Truffle Shuffle dance live on Jedi Academy.
Okay.
Would you do that, Ranger?
Yes, I
Get
would.
Warrior to do it with you. You get a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of.
And then the next one, modeling a karate gi live on screen, singing Alice in Chains songs.
I did that once already, I think.
I think you did it for the women angel string.
Yeah, they wanted me to dress up in something, so I wore my traditional Japanese kendo outfit and did that. So
you were so hot, so hot.
I wanted to toot my own horn there. I was looking pretty Japanesey.
I was pretty Japanesey. I'm sure that's so politically incorrect.
All right, Herbs and McVenom. Which ones are you going to pick as your winners?
Tits, what do you think, sweetheart? What do
you can't talk right now.
Ranger gives me the look. When he gives me that look, like, okay. What were the ones that we liked? I like the Stop, Ranger, stop it. Seriously, I'm taking off my glasses so I can't see your face.
Listen here, Tits. I've had enough of you today, young lady.
Stop.
I'm being nice
selfishly, Tits. I like the one for the hall, getting him to work.
I did too. I think that's my favorite.
I also like the one with good old Maurice and the truffle shuffle because I think that's just going to be fantastic.
I don't really want to steal his thunder, though. I mean, he's really got a niche.
What was
there.
the first one, Finn? I think it was
the first one. Since the big deal is off for spring break from cleaning pools.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Clean Carrie's pool and the area and hand the.
I like the hall in that one, taking Grande's spot to clean pools. The hall was my favorite. Who was that?
So the hall was Grim.
Very
Grim.
Nice. Very nice, Grim.
Then do a hybrid My Little Teapot Truffle Shuffle dance live on Jedi Academy was actually good old Maurice.
He wanted you to steal his thunder.
He's just selling you out. He wants a partner. And then since the big deal is off for spring break from cleaning Carrie's pool, have him come clean pools in Ranger's area so that he can get that cash to get Darth Revan. That was Xylo Takedown.
Very nice.
Very good. Very good, guys.
Good stuff.
Very good stuff. All right, so now it's time for questions. Boy, we got a crap ton of questions. And lucky we're going to need your help participating. You can't just looking all sexy Buddha over there and being all quiet.
With your waterbed. Looking all fly in the
Oh,
background.
the waterbed.
Is that really a waterbed?
I'm playing
Yeah.
I'm calling it a waterbed.
The waterbed.
I want it to be a waterbed. It looks cool. You want me to do the questions, Ranger?
I don't care. Whoever wants to do them. I mean, Finn, are you able to get her the questions and we're good to go?
Give me a second here. I'll copy them all. Do you want them in the picture format or do you want them in the text format, McVenom?
What?
I'll do them in the picture because you were able to read them better last time.
Just put them in there, Finn.
God, Finn, why are you like this?
Why are you? What
Eat your hand, Finn. You suck. God.
Sorry.
Ranger.
What? What'd I do?
She's mad at me.
Oh, well, I mean, Finn pisses everybody off.
Somebody said poor Urza stuck in a stream with these weirdos. Urza's just as weird.
Oh,
Not even.
I was inspired by the weirdness of this stream to do my own weird stream.
I was about to say, if you are thinking that we're weird, you must not watch Urza then. So go
Where have you been? Yes, subscribe to Urza's channel. It's an amazing channel. I wish I had more time to watch more videos from you, bro. But
too kind, brother.
When you get to certain,
very beginning.
I know, when you get to a certain level, like I go open Discord. I'm sure this. As soon as I open Discord, I just prepare myself. Messages just read everywhere. It's like
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but he's pretty popular. Urza, like Rangers.
I mean, I'm not Grande level Patron, but you know, people want information, so you know, I enjoy it though.
No, Urza. I was messaging him that Urza was like one of our first videos of the week too.
Yep.
I remember when you started the Lobot versus the Meta series. I love those videos of you just using Lobot for those different things. That was like one of the first videos I saw of yours, and I loved all the little versus the meta stuff that you were putting together.
Yeah, the meta is like, too tough now, buddy. The meta is on another level.
Yeah, it's not going to be Lobot versus Revan. I as much as you've used Lobot, I'm not sure you can pull that off.
No, I don't think there's any amount of kit or RNG that's going to fix that.
No. Now maybe with the HK rework, it might start pulling that together.
They're like negative 200% offense to Old Republican Jedi.
Oh Lord! One ability.
If Lobot is present.
Yeah, if Lobot is present, Jedi Knight Revan flees.
Oh my God! That's why I was asking how you wanted it. Hold on.
All right, Mom and Dad, let's figure this out. Damn it.
Oh, I'm like, what the effing him right here in Discord. Like,
Yeah, she is. Hold on. I gotta.
We're a high tech group. I didn't know if you knew this, Orzatron, with everything we
Yeah,
do.
we messed up our new fancy intro. I know
Let's
exactly
not-
why it got messed up.
I
but-
hate you so much. For
Hey,
that,
Grim said that actually he thinks Urza and Tits are the only ones on the stream that don't have brain damage yet.
Grim, you're not coming back on any more lunch streams. I'm sick of you.
I think he is spot on.
I think he's wrong.
I don't think he's wrong either.
Well,
But I have
hey,
brain
I mean,
damage,
if you
so what do
want
I know?
but yeah, I mean, if you want to think I got brain damage, I guess I may just forget brain wise to invite you to
Finn.
the stream tomorrow.
I know.
Finn. Finn.
Okay, it's only 3 knocks, Miss McVoltron. Let's get it that right first of all, and let's start doing this.
I
So-
know. I'm getting her the question.
Urza. Oh, while he's doing that, Urza, what is your top 5 for your strongest characters? So if they had to autofill your Grand Arena, what would your squad look like?
What are your top 5 power characters when you go by like just power?
Just power.
I can look real quick. I don't know that offhand. Let's just take a look. Gander. Give me 1 second, guys. This is going to be horrible streaming. But,
That's all right. We already listed all of ours. It
That's
was
kind of our status
more-
quo, so we're good.
Yeah. I mean, it's standard.
so right now it would be Jedi Knight Revan,
Mhm.
3PO, RJT, Treya, and BB-8.
That's going to be your first team they
Interesting.
put on defense if you don't do it, Urzatron.
Did they make that quality of
Yeah.
life?
Yes, they did.
Oh, thank heavens. Thank heavens. That was, so guys, I have to tell you, that was like my biggest fear. Like, unfortunately, it never happened to me. But I mean, I stream Grand Arena. It's like my favorite thing with the game now. You guys know I love it. And I was so afraid to open it up. And like 3 o'clock Mountain Time, it's just totally blanked. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. No, you're not the only one. There's a lot of people that were obsessed. Like, I can't do anything in Grand Arena because my opponent didn't even bother.
Didn't
putting
bother.
anything.
Yeah. And then the teams, Grand Arena's been hit or miss with like the opponents I faced. I mean, if you saw the last opponent I had, it was Urzatron. I don't know how I got matched up against this guy. Same GP, but it was like 2 different accounts altogether. Like I
Just bloated to the max, Ranger?
loaded to the max, man.
Yeah.
Like he had every character at least 75 or higher, 7-starred. Very few 12s. Mods were just
Maybe he's a collector. I don't know. He
could
just,
be. I mean, that's the thing, though. I think that's something they have to take into account with Grand Arena. You have competition, right? But you get to some of these matches, it's not competition at all. I felt bad. I just put everything on defense. I mean, I was beating him with 2-3-man teams on the stream, just like, I don't know, who do you want to use here? Let's just use Vader. I'll win. Who do you want to use here? Oh, let's just use Nat. I'll win. So.
those collectors are out there, man, though. I used to work with a guy. We had him in our guild, and like, I was beating him over the head every day, and I was like, you gotta like get some teams up for the tank raid. And he had no desire to do it. It was all about just collecting and just didn't care about actually playing the game.
I mean, hey, some people each their own.
Yeah, I
Tits and Finn are now messaging one another, apparently.
Oh no, I'm in chat waiting for you guys to finish addressing,
Okay.
Sorry.
addressing Journey London.
Oh, sorry, Miss McVoltron. I didn't-
All right, Takedown
Sorry.
Games. Question is, Ranger gonna buy the packs tonight on the stream? No.
buy what packs? I'm already buying. I'm not buying packs. I'm buying crystals or I have my crystals. I'm already using them to get the character shards. So I'm all in on that. So
Okay. Grande Virga. Why 3 more minutes? We saw you in there.
I know.
I think
right?
they're talking about at the beginning of the
They're
stream.
talking
Yeah.
about the intro, and I know why it happened. We'll get it fixed next time. I want to do a couple of quick shout-outs here before we move on to the next one. So first, Thane Kyrell donated to the super chat and
Hey.
said, "How big of a buttsock will Jedi and Darth Revan need later this year when the Eternal Twins come?"
Oh my god.
Thank you, Thane.
And then we had donations to the Tiltify.
Nice.
And Kalessin has bought me 4 drinks. So if you weren't aware, or one of the rewards that we have on Tiltify is you donate $25 to the American Cancer Society through that reward. And you can tell me what drink I need to drink when we go to Orlando. And we'll record a video of me drinking it. And we'll make a video and then send it to you. So Kalessin bought 4 drinks.
Whoa.
And the drinks that he purchased, the first one, best be drinking one of the hall's finest. So you have to tell me what the Hall's finest is. I think Kalessin is leaving it to you to pick.
Oh, okay.
What the Hall's finest is for me to drink when we go to Orlando. The next one may as well have another one of the Hall's finest, followed by the finest wasn't enough. Try another.
Oh my God!
And then the last one, I almost forgot, best for last, and that was.
Man, you're gonna be smashed.
We've got quite the selection, Finn.
Yeah. So you'll have to tell me what you would say is the Hall's finest, and I apparently have to have 4 of them now.
We got Carillion Light, always on tap, Bantha Blaster, Sarlacc Pit Pilsner, and Coruscant Extra. Those are the 4 I would pick.
Ooh.
Starlight Pit Pilsner, definitely.
SPP, yeah. SPP will get loose. You down with SPP, Finn?
Oh, yeah, you know me.
Nice. My 90s
Very good.
right there.
Revenator, it is red hot in here tonight.
It is. It's hot.
It is. All right.
All right. We ready for the next question?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay. Jedi training bogus. Now that KOTOR 1 tunes are out of the way, Malik, do you think CG will finish the remaining KOTOR 2 characters? Mira, Bao-D, Mitra. Oh, I would love to see Mitra. Gosh.
Calm down, Toots.
I would love to see Mitra. That would be awesome.
I gathered. I don't think they're going to go in the Knights of the Old Republic 2. I don't see it. I see Malik as an endgame character that they'll do something with, because that's the journey from Knights of the Old Republic, the last, character you face. But I don't think they're going to go past that. If anything, I think they would go into the Old Republic MMORPG and start putting some of those characters in there that they would be able to pull. Even generic characters like Special Forces Commando, Republic style, all those characters and stuff that you had. What do you think, Urza? I don't think they're going to go Knights.
Yeah, I think they always kind of get a sense of when enough has been too much. And I think just the amount of conversation on Reddit and in Discords and videos, I think there's been enough talk that everybody's kind of over the Old Republic for right now. So they mentioned at the end of last year going back to the original trilogy stuff. I don't know if that was just around the Millennium Falcon, or can we expect, A-Wing, B-Wing, original trilogy characters. I don't know. I feel like it's been too much. And if we are on the verge of another Revan meta, I just can't imagine them, extending that, prolonging that even more.
Yeah. All right, next question, Miss McPulton.
Real quick, Jeremy Lennon, where can I purchase Finn 4 of the Hall's Worst? So if you go down and check the Tiltify link in the description of our video, you'll see that is our page where we're raising money for American Cancer Society, and there will be tons of different challenges and rewards and polls and everything, but one of them is to purchase Finn a drink while we're in Epcot.
Okay.
So should be interesting. I said buy him a Long Island iced tea, because that way he will be.
You haven't donated yet, though, have you? I have to check the list. I think you're just buying me one anyways.
I'm spending all my money on lightsabers.
Yeah, you are.
I want that lightsaber so bad. It's so nice. But
we're gonna roll. By the way, we have to give away the $15 iTunes or Google Play gift card for hitting 11,000. So we'll do that at the end of the stream too.
Perfect.
Oh, very nice.
And
okay.
Shout out to Contingent 33 who also donated. He donated to, I have to check which one, but he donated to a challenge and also the lightsaber reward. So
nice, very nice.
Getting competition.
Also, there's a new one too. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Finn posted it in the charity Discord. But there's a basketball. If you're into basketball, NCAA pool, bracket pool, we're doing one of those for the ACS charity too. So
yep, $5. You enter our bracket pool, and the winner will get a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card.
There you go.
So you guys donate and just have fun with us in the bracket.
Oh. Have fun losing, because I'm totally going to win that.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Fat Tony 99 is the $40 pack for Karth worth buying. If I already have Ordo 7-star, seems pretty tempting for all the mats, mainly Omegas.
What do you think, Loki? We haven't heard from you. Mr. Sexy Buddha just chilling there, Mr. Lightsaber Builder.
I'm having fun in the chat as always.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you while we're doing a live stream.
No, if you have if you didn't have both characters, I would say possibly go for it. But if you already have Ordo, then I wouldn't even go for it. It's not worth it. I mean, Ranger touched on it at the beginning of the stream, and it's tough when you already have half of them like 7-star. Again, if you want to top them off, go for it, but I wouldn't do it. I'm not even gonna do it. So
there you go.
Just farm it.
All right.
All right. Next question, JBU 420. Will Ranger be ready for his Lord and Savior, Darth Revan?
I'm doing everything I can. I'm going to give blood. I'm sweat, tears. I'm going to beg, cajole, borrow, whatever I need to do. I will do my own stream.
BCG carries pool boy.
I will massage her feet. Damn it. I don't care.
That's a soundbite.
I mean, put it up, man. I don't care. I want Revan. I'll do whatever it takes to get him. If I'm close and I just can't get him, I'm going to have a stream where it's like I'm going to have one of those moments you see in those commercials, like, you know, a sad Ranger face, and be like, "Do you want to see this on RSG all the time? Donate to the Ranger J Wants Revan Foundation."
Sarah McLachlan music playing in the background.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Arms of Ranger.
Yeah.
Ouchie Dumpling, what's supposed to be different about the face cameras?
So we had something else we were going to try, but we figured out that it was too much of a stress while streaming. There's a workaround for it that we're going to do next time. So you guys will kind of see one of the, I'm going to call them quote-unquote changes for next week with stuff we do. So be on the lookout next week. We'll try and get that to work.
all right.
Okay, Denny Crane, if you have 40k crystals banked, would you try to go for the faction pack?
The $6.99 one?
The $6.99 only if you don't have if you have one of those characters unlocked and it's HK47. No, because you're going to get a lot of HK47s.
I checked the probabilities, by the way. So the probabilities just tells you the number of shards that you're going to get, but it doesn't tell you the chance of getting each particular character.
Well, it's
but I'm going to be fairly sure that it's skewed towards getting HK47 probably. So yeah, if you have none of the characters at 7-star and they're all like far away, then it'll be worth it. But otherwise, yeah, don't bother. Your RNG is going to kill you, and you're going to get HK47 more than you want.
all right.
But I personally would do it. If you only had HK47, let's say at 7 stars, but you didn't have the other 5 or 4, I would gamble. I would do it.
Well, Loki, let me tell you what happened when I did. I pulled 2 packs. I got 20 and 15 shards of HK47. The rest of the world is not you.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, gambling and Loki, there you go.
Yeah, different world altogether.
Okay, Stanley Red Ranger buy a pack. We already answered that one. RSG Vormax, should Darth Revan beat JK Revan and General Grieve beat Darth Revan so we could have a paper, rock, scissors, man meta so everyone will be happy, especially those who invested in General Grieve?
What do you think, Urs?
I think that would be a way of rewarding those and alleviating a lot of the backlash that happened, and getting anybody. I would be pissed too if I put all those Zetas into that team and I couldn't beat anything. So I'd be into that. I hope that would happen. I mean, the game's always at its best when there's 4 or 5 different viable arena teams. In my opinion.
It's been rare that's happened, but when it has, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Solar Warden. Do you really think that HK and Bastila F will be in a meta team? I think Jedi Revan will fill at least 50% of the meta still.
Well, it's going to because not everybody's going to get Darth Revan. It's going to be again. I think it's Loki. I mean, you guys. It's going to be haves and have-nots again. I think Darth Revan's going to be another. Either you have him.
I just hope he's good, man.
Oh yeah, he's going to be good. 3 Zeta abilities. He's going to be OP.
Okay, so you go to that newsletter, right? You get in your inbox and it says, "Look who's coming," right? And you read that description of Darth Revan, and it says that he converts defense to offense. So that worries me, a little bit, because does he penalize himself and put a stacking debuff on him, like defense down to get offense up, right? Like that's what I'm kind of imagining. And any tune that does that leaves himself vulnerable, and he can one-hit KO him. So I just hope he's good.
It's a concern. You never know. CG could drop the ball, but we're hopeful that it's not.
I mean, they didn't do too good on Grievous, right? So.
Oh boy, Grievous, man. Do we really want to open?
That was a big resource hog.
Oh my
wasn't it?
god.
You know? I feel bad. So put it this way, right? I'm a day one player. I still don't have IG 100 at like gear 7, right? Because the guy takes 1 million stun cuffs to get up there. And I feel bad for the ones that did it. Just wasn't good at all.
All right. Next question, Ms. McWeltron.
Thank Kyrell. I thought the whole point of the Patreon was that Ranger could buy all the new tunes.
It is. I do that stuff. I mean, but just,
yeah, we've been working on improving the stream though, so we're still kind of spending on some of the web conferencing stuff and podcasts, and there's some other stuff we're working on too. So it is all going back into the stream, and eventually we plan on putting it into Ranger's account, but not yet.
Not yet. We're getting almost there. Getting close.
Close. Soon.
But every time we get to a certain point, like we need to do something else, I'm like, damn, man. Every time I think I can.
I know. We're like, oh, we need to multitap. We need to multi-stream.
Yeah, that's seriously a good point. I mean, people ask me like, how much does it take to get started? I'm like, dude, you have no idea. You have no idea what you are getting into if you want to do this. And it literally was like me buying stuff over an entire like 1.5 year process
and then when you think you get to a good spot, then something else you get bigger, or and then it's like you need this. I mean, it's the little things that start piling up. Yes. You're like, damn.
Everybody's like, oh, this is only like $4.99 a month, or this is only $10.99. You have to keep adding little things. It adds up a lot.
It does.
Okay, Apparingo. Ranger, how is the 80s rock star singing voice coming? I want my name like from a concert of Guns or Halloween.
I've worked on it a little bit. It still needs some work, so I'm getting there. So we'll. I can do 90s grunge easy enough. I mean, that's simple, but 80s, screaming boys, it's hard. So I got to do some work on that.
All right, True Draco V. Question: is that True Draco V or 5? I wonder. Ooh. Real question is, what comes after Darth Revan to defeat him? Should we assume KOTOR 2 hero Mitra will come to the new Jedi hero? It would be awesome. I think they're done with KOTOR for right now. What do y'all think? We already answered this, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we all consensually agreed.
Yeah.
Jeff Nicholson, when you defeat a Toon who is a leader in TW, etc., does his or her leadership persist on future engagements?
No.
I always thought no, right?
No, I don't think it does. I fought Karth a couple nights ago, and once he was gone, it got a lot easier. So
yeah.
It does not persist. So one of the strategies. So something interesting for you guys, because Revan is kind of popping up everywhere, right? Grand Arena and Territory Wars, and especially in Territory Wars, oftentimes you're putting your Revans on defense and you're working with your team in order to beat Revans on offense, right? A strategy you can do in order to beat those teams is throw in a team and eat up the first res, right, by Revan, and then try to take out a character on the Revan team. If you can get Revan, you're golden, right? But if you don't think you can beat the full team and you're afraid of Jolie coming back and doing a res, time out the battle. Don't leave it, right? Don't restart, don't force quit, because that'll reset the entire match. If you time it out and you force it into a draw, the next person that goes in is not going to be fighting a Revan lead. He's more likely than not going to fight like a Grandmaster Yoda lead or whatever, because it kind of shifts it over. But you're not going to get that crazy leader ability that ends up throwing everything off, as well as just Darth Revan's abilities. So timing out and forcing a draw in a match is a strategy, especially against Revan, if you have a team that can take out particular characters.
It's like the old Night Sister timeout too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you kill Daka and you wait.
You just let it go. Jeff Nichols. Okay, the dagger. Can we have Grande read these on stream every week?
We do, as long as he's here.
Yeah, he's here. It's beautiful.
It is. Bones Jones, 159. What gear level do you think we'll need for Revan?
What do you think, Urs?
I'm gonna say G10.
You think G10?
Blech.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be in between, because the other one was super easy, and it's not gonna be quite as tough as like Chewie and 3PO. I'm gonna guess G10 on that.
I'm thinking 8-9 at the highest. So? Yeah, I don't think I mean, because I think about what I just went back and I've been hoarding gear, so I've got tons of it. Because I looked back at what just Jedi Knight Revan needed for gear. that was ridiculous for one character. So I've been hoarding that plus, for other stuff. So I think just because the gear that's going to be needed, there's two things that will keep someone from using Revan right away. One, being able to get him, and two, gear and Zetas. That's the other thing that people are forgetting about, is if you can unlock Revan, great, but he'll sit it there for 7 stars and gear 7 for a while because you don't have the Kerbantes or the stun guns, and then those rare, gear 12, 11, and those gear from 10 to 11 and 11 to 12 pieces that you don't have, those golds and stuff, is what's going to keep people down, because it's just what it is, the nature of the beast. So, but I think it's going to be gear 8, gear 9 at the highest.
I'm with Urs.
I think it'd be high gear.
But I think it's going to be gear 10, and it's unfortunate, but I think part of the reason for that is the accidents and the player base. Jedi Knight Revan came out, right, and it was kind of a surprise with the way that it was released, so it definitely became a major farm, and really for only those that farmed the crystals, right? So then afterwards, people started farming crystals. But if you remember on Jedi Academy, it was Warrior's Gamorrean Guard video that really started to get people thinking it was going to be Darth Revan. Prior to that, the thought was Darth Revan didn't make sense. It was probably going to be like a Malak, and Malak wouldn't be a journey and maybe be a legendary, right? Darth Revan was always in people's thoughts, but Malak seemed like the better option, because it didn't make sense to have another release of a character that was 7-star only, like Jedi Knight Revan was, so close to Jedi Knight Revan's release. And the Gamorrean Guard thing really changed the way that everyone viewed everything, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Accident.
It could be harder, yeah.
And then, not to mention, look at how much time they gave everybody in order to get, in specific, Canderous and Fallen Bastila, right? Juhani and Karth came out at a reasonable time for how long after they were releasing the Revan event. It was like 3 weeks or whatever it was, and that's about standard. But if you look at the HK-47 is obviously a free-to-play day one pretty much character. Canderous and Fallen Bastila had a ridiculous amount of time for people to farm. And so while it's not like day one farming characters in order to justify a gear check necessarily to the level of a Chewie or a 3PO, I'm pretty sure they're going to make this a lot harder than what we expected with like the Thrawn event, right? Where Thrawn was pretty much like a gear 8, gear 9 check. This one I think is going to push gear 10. Not quite gear 11, but gear 10. Probably in difficulty, simply because they can't make it too easy, because there's been way too much notice almost for the player base, and the players have been kind of open about it too, right? Look how many people are saying I'm going to have enough to get Revan to 7-star. Well, you have the stars to do it. Now let's see if you have the gear in order to do it. So I think that's where they're going to put the challenge for players.
Hoard that gear. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just going to overmod my guys. That's all I'm going to do.
All right, next question.
You can get away with it because your mods are
you got those god mods there, man.
It's like 8 sets of god mods. He has to figure out which one he's going to put.
Dude, I'm sweating. I mean, if we got to have another set of god mods for Sith or whatever, I'm actually sweating that now. Because I don't want to. I hate farm, man.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible.
All right.
Next question.
Okay, Sword of the Jedi, can you believe those dirty bastards split the packs the way they did?
Yep.
That's the way to make money.
I believe it. I can believe it.
Yeah.
That's the way to make money.
Welcome to Capital Games Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. EA approved.
Normal shenanigans. Solar Warden, do you think Jedi Luke will end KOTOR meta at the end of this year?
No. What's happening at the end of this year? We're getting another movie. So we're going to get a whole bunch of characters from that. If they do anything with Jedi Luke, I don't think... Earthstron, I don't know how you feel. I don't think he's coming this year.
If they got a 5-year plan, there's no way he's coming this year.
No. It's a 5-year plan. That's right. So he's next year. I mean, he's the biggie for next year. So Revan will be the biggie for this year. We'll get some stuff to hold us over. Maybe some cool marquee characters and stuff through the summer months, and they'll announce like a new version or game. I can't think all of a sudden. Another Church of Wars or Raid or something along that. And then at the end of the year, we're going to get Episode 9 characters starting to come in, and that's going to lead us into 2020. So I would be shocked. I don't know about you guys. I would be shocked if Jedi Luke came out this year.
I wouldn't be shocked, but it wouldn't be what I would first go to. I mean, it makes sense with the timing, right? With the movie and everything for Luke to come out at that time, because otherwise, what are you going to tie the release to? You can tie it to Celebration potentially the following year, right? But I think it makes the most sense to release him with something of the Star Wars, not just event related, but something Star Wars like huge, like a movie, right? Or maybe the DVD release or something like that. So I don't think it's going to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did.
I think that's a good point, though. I mean, if they do release it, what would they tie it to? You're right. I mean,
I'm sure they have some kind of plan to it. I mean, they could do it. And we have like the standard events, right? So we have Celebration coming up. We have May the 4th coming up. We'll have the movie. We'll have the DVD release of the movie. We're going to have probably some announcement of some other movie, Boba Fett or Kenobi or whatever they're going to work on next. We still have the Resistance movie coming up, and it's possible that there may be some kind of Luke presence in there at some point or other. But so far, no indication of that in the cartoon. But there's little things that may pop up. But yeah, so far, it's hard to find something that's more tied to Luke right now than release of Episode
9. All right. Next question, por favor, Miss McVoltron.
Tony Richards, how many Zetas do you think we will need for the Darth Revan team? I was thinking 5 total, 3 for Revan, 1 for HK, 1 for Bastila Fallen.
I think that's the number we all. Yeah,
it's in that screenshot, right? So 3 on the pig and 1 on HK and 1 on Bastila.
3 on the pig.
Yeah, it was 3 on the pig.
Yep.
The pig had 3 Zetas. The pig is not Fallen Bastila. We're not being sexist.
It's Gamorrean Guard, hon.
I know. I mean,
okay.
He's talking about the fake picture. I got it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I'm a little slow. I got it. Next question. Did we answer that one fully?
5.
I believe so, yeah. Right?
Okay, 5. What else? 73. Do you think it would have been better if they put Karth and Juhani in a pack instead of splitting them between 2 packs with Fallen Bastila and Canderous?
Honestly, in this case, yes.
Better for us, but not for them.
I think it might be better for them too, because I'm not sure if the value of the pack is any better than if you buy the shards for 80 crystals a pop. Right? Because if you're only being able to benefit from half of the pack, is it really a better value to buy that pack versus just buying the crystals in order to get it? Right? Because let me look right now. So you get 50 shards. Let's just say you only need Karth. And it's $40 to get 50 shards of Karth. $40 gets you, what, 5,600 crystals? Right? So if you need... How many is that? So 5,600 for $40, or for 50 shards. So it's like $112 a shard with this. I mean, it's a little bit better to buy the pack than it is to get it in the shards, but still, I mean, if you don't need the gear, you're kind of wasting it there. I mean, it's up to you. The value is there if you need it, but it's not as good, so... Just depends. I think a lot of people might just go the free-to-play route and not spend the actual cash on it, and then not have to deal with that hassle.
All right.
RSG Vormax, is it weird they announced Darth Revan today, but date yet? Are they going to give us enough time to farm and be ready?
They have. Armstrong, I think you can agree with this, right? That they've given us plenty of time for this.
Plenty of time, and if the packs are there, you better be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really quick, we got another donation to the Tiltify we got from Slash Fan Roads, so he bought the Marsh Madness, and then also he bought another drink for me and just wrote, "We are getting Infinity Tour up in Orlando."
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
This is going to be awful.
I'll hold your wig hair back for you, darling.
That's the next day, or 2 days later.
You might be drunk enough to wear it that night too.
No, it's not going to be that bad.
Tim, not Tom, bettered. Why doesn't IPD do 999?
What do you mean?
He does, I think. Right?
Yeah.
He does do 99999 damage. Am I?
No, that's what I thought.
I'm missing something then with the question.
Yeah, that's all he does. He needs to do more. Because you got super modded characters now with like 150,000 health and protection combined.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you want to... If you're still here, Tim, let me know what the question is that you're asking. Because if you're asking why he doesn't do 99999 damage, he does. But a lot of the times now, people are modded over 100,000 health and protection, so it doesn't do anything. Plus, some have like damage reduction and stuff, so it doesn't go all the way through.
Good old Maurice. On a scale of 1 to 8, how popular is Ranger?
I'll leave it to
This is when we were talking about your Discord being full of DMs all the time.
Well, it just is. I mean, that's
Why
not
a scale of 1 to 8?
because good old Maurice
He
is
wants you
from.
to say a 10
Yeah,
off the scale.
yeah,
off
he
the
wants to be
chart.
different. It's what he does. He's been hanging
So
out with that
cool.
Canadian. She's having a bad influence on him.
Let's see. Ray Rock. I am beginning to question if I am watching the Benny Hill Show or RSG Wednesday night stream.
You gonna start moving fast? All right, that's enough. That's enough. All right.
I was kind of curious about. I've never heard of Benny Hill. To be honest. I know, but that kind of like kicked it in. I know what you're talking about.
Hibbies?
I'm serious. I'm sorry.
It's super ethereal.
I'm sorry. Good old Maurice. For Urzatron, is McMole your new source of when content drops as well? Ooh,
That's a
hard
sore
question.
subject.
Okay. Should we move on?
We'll move
Moving
on. From that. No, I'm fine with it. There's a lot of other game changers that are not fine with how the release of information has gone. I've never been one of those guys that hounds the news and then puts out a video immediately. I tried doing that. I just realized that my life commitments don't jive with that, so it really doesn't bother me. I mean, I think I found my thing with streaming in Grand Arena, so I'm fine with it. But I think the other guys are a little bothered by how it's gone down recently.
I like your approach though. I saw your last Grand Arena and you gave shout outs to baby girl CG Carry. That's a nice approach. Nice smooth way of trying to get the news in.
Yep. Baby girl's always a good one to use. Hermit Fulgrim. Question for Urs. Where's Baby Womps tonight?
Oh.
Baby Womps is so we got hammered with snow today here in Denver. I mean, it's like freaking hot out there, and Baby Womps is running around the snow all day, and she's probably hunkered down on the couch just chilling right now. So
Oh.
Inside of a tauntaun. Just throwing that
inside of a tauntaun.
That's an odd picture of Womps inside of a tauntaun.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside, tits.
So, Finn, some of these questions didn't pull in correctly. Albin Rubens, it's got question 4 and then nothing else. So, repost your question, Albin. I'm sorry.
Finn.
Finn, we can blame Finn. Also, it looks like...
It looks fine on my screen.
Are you reading chat? Are you reading the Discord?
Yeah, it says question for Finn. If you had to guess, when will Return of the Jedi Luke come around? I'm reading the whole thing.
Above that, 3 questions up.
Oh, it's because he probably just didn't finish it, so
Okay.
it popped up again later.
So also Tim Bedard said that the rest of his question was that why doesn't it post 99999 in raids?
Oh, it's because they made
yeah,
him,
they made him-
immune to massive damage or whatever.
P4, like yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Vancell, Finn, what round do you think we'll fight each other again in the next Grand Arena?
You failed me so hard, Finn. I'm so disappointed in you.
What?
Did you lose to Vancell?
Yeah, he didn't even try.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't even try. Urzatron again, you would be very disappointed.
Sounds like you need to brush up on your Grand Arena. We know a guy that you could watch.
Yeah.
Whenever
Finn.
you want, Van Seal, I will be happy to give you the victory.
See what I'm saying, Urzatron? That's why they watch me. Stupid Finn, man. Just like
He cares more about it than I do.
Well, it's for the fans. Isn't that what you always tell me? It's for the fans.
You are a content producer, Finn. You need to be taking more.
Step up your game.
Lock it up, Mister Grim. Since Ranger fired me, it looks like I'm now looking for a new job. Is Urza hiring?
Always, we'll find a place for you, Grim in the Hall. You know that, buddy.
Send him in the back with Ranger.
Yeah.
So, Grim, you think I'm mentally damaged, do you? Let's talk about it.
Alvin Rubens, question for Finn. If you had to guess, when will ROTJ Luke come around?
So we were just discussing it, right? It makes sense to release it with the movie. When do I think it's actually coming out? Probably not for 3 years.
Do you really think this game is going to be around for another 3 years?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Truly? Urs, do you think so? Honestly?
I go back and forth. Before Grand Arena, I gave it a year. And after Grand Arena, it's pretty amazing now. And the online community is growing, I think, from Grand Arena, in my opinion. So I think it could be 3 years.
I think the biggest thing that this game has going for it compared to other games is the dedication from Star Wars fans, right? Gamers come and go. They'll play the game for a while. They'll play it until they get bored or they just get done with Endgame, right? And then they'll stop and move on to something else, which is what you typically see with the mobile game cycle. What you have now is a lot of just Star Wars fans, and maybe not even like the most hardcore fans, right? They're just fans of Star Wars. They love the characters. They feel engaged with it. There's constantly new content coming out outside of the game, right? So you get tied to the whole Star Wars theme, and you get to the feeling where it's like, oh, I've invested all of this time in the game already. I don't feel like leaving because I like Star Wars. And so that's why I think the game is going to continue probably a lot longer than most games. It's that Star Wars connection that has developed within people that's going to make it hard for them just to walk away.
To bolt onto that, Finn, I would say the only thing that I think would unseat this game would be another mobile Star Wars game title that, kind of had the same hooks. I mean,
yeah,
that's one of our hopes, right? That we get more Star Wars games to, cover and enjoy.
Really, yeah. I mean, it's Battlefront 2, and it's this game, really. I mean, the other games are really petered out, unfortunately.
Petered. All right. Next question. Let's see. Grandma didn't skip you. There we go. The dagger. Will we get neutral Revan before JKL?
The real Revan? You mean just Revan? What do you think, Loki?
No.
I don't think they're going to come out with a neutral Revan, right?
I think honestly,
Please.
I mean, who else would you want after Darth Revan?
The real Revan, will you please step up?
Dr. Afra.
The female
Darth Bane.
Yeah.
No, I mean the real Revan with the red and purple lightsaber from the Old Republic MMORPG game. Damn it, Loki, be on top of this crap.
I picked the female Revan when I played KOTOR.
Well, I mean, that's because you're Loki.
Because you a boss with a waterbed. Give me that female Revan.
You playing them lightsaber games.
All right, Shadowville question: what is the story behind Urza's name?
Yeah, Urzatron. What's it mean? Are
I'm going to defer to Loki here. I think Loki can answer this question. Loki,
is he a Decepticon?
Magic the Gathering.
Is it Decepticons or something?
That's going to be my guess, and then you probably played Tron in Modern, so that's what I'm going to guess.
Yeah, no. So me and Loki play a card game. It's called Magic the Gathering, and back in my day, our day, Loki, he was like the main character from that game. He was like the most powerful planeswalker out there. So it's total nerd stuff, and no, Loki, I didn't play a lot of Modern. I was more of an Antiquities kind of early Dark player, and
so you played when I played, so yeah.
Old school MTG.
I played back in the day too. You hippies.
So Urza was one of the brothers. There was Mishra also. So.
And Mishra was his brother. Yeah, they went to war.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's a magic reference.
It's science. It's science. Just leave it at that.
We need to play, man. You still got your cardboard?
Oh, of course, man. I play Commander now, though. So.
Okay. I'll build a Commander deck, whatever.
Yeah.
Finn plays too.
I'm still working on my legacy. I have a few more cards to get, and then I'll finish my legacy, like my first one.
And I see Miss McVoltron down there going, "I'm starting to play too."
I'm learning. I'm playing Magic Duels on my phone. I'm picking it up a little bit. I'm still confused by some parts, but When we're in Disney, we're gonna play some. These boys are gonna show me how to do it. We'll
Damn.
see.
Super fun.
That's
Super
fun.
fun.
All right, we have one more question, McVenom. I just put it in.
Jack Canna, did you all look at the in-game newsletter?
So I saw you had the game up, Ranger. Do you have the newsletter? Because there is some information about Revan that we can talk about in there.
Was it inbox?
Yep. It's the newsletter tab. If you want to read it from the new one.
Let's see. So they give the same quote. Have you heard the tale of the Jedi who left to investigate the rumors of a Sith Empire and returned as a Sith Lord? After using the Star Force to create a massive fleet, Darth Revan has returned to crush the Republic and defeat the Jedi once and for all. Darth Revan is a powerful leader who ruthlessly drives a team with a new buff, ferocity, which sacrifices defense in favor of more offense. Darth Revan is particularly adept at defeating enemy leaders while striking a new debuff, fear, into the hearts of enemies. And then he goes into the characters you need.
So we have 2 new abilities
Ferocity
that we're getting.
and fear. Does that give you ferocity and fear when you hear that, Urzatron?
Rawr.
There you go, dude. I guess I was kind of, I don't know, do we really need more offense? I mean, I guess we do need offense because these timeout matches, so that excites me.
You know what I dread is you're probably going to need like defense secondary mods now. Like how they're probably going to show some game footage and he's doing a bunch of damage, but the guy has like 70% armor, right? Because you got all 6E defense mod sets with 32 defense secondaries on each one, right? To make them hit hard. And that's what I'm dreading.
And didn't defense get a bump when they did 6E for a set bonus?
They did to some extent. So the formula itself didn't change, but the fact that you moved up to 6E gave the percentage stats a nice boost to it. And so you can get really high defense, but it really is at the 6E level. At 5A, you can get reasonable defense added to someone, and if you have it on a character like, let's say, Sith Trooper, where it like multiplies and stuff, you can make them really tanky. But other characters are still a little bit. It's a diminishing return stat, so you have to be careful with how you use it. You can still get good return on your resistance to special damage and your resistance to physical damage, but it is a diminishing return thing, so it's a little bit of caution where you do it.
Science.
Yeah, I'm dreading it, man. I mean, I was selling defense mods. I mean, it sucked for more than half the game, you know, and now they make it a thing. So I just hope it doesn't turn into a Grievous thing where they're like, yeah, if you want Grievous to be really good, you got to put 70,000 health on him. You know,
and we're seeing that, right? I think defense is the last stat that hasn't been like super utilized by a character, because we're seeing health being turned into damage. We're seeing protection being needed for characters to avoid like the health reduction from Revan, right? So you put it on your Treya. We've seen uses for tenacity. We've seen uses for potency, critical chance. There's some characters like Wicked and Greedo that are just like reliant on critical chance. Critical damage, offense, and speed are obviously always going to be useful because they're the 4-piece sets. Defense is the only one that hasn't really had a use right now. Like, it's the weakest out of all of them. People will put it on like an L3 or a tank or something just for increased survival, but it was never like the main set for anybody. So it will be interesting to see if they do come out with a defense-oriented Revan that converts into offense or something like that. That would be pretty interesting.
All right. Any other questions? I think somebody just put a question in there.
We had a few more questions, but we're already over time, so.
Well, let's breeze through them real quick. We can do a couple.
Oh, we have a lot of other questions if we're doing all of them.
Oh, well then, crap.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's time for Urzatron's Betty Bye time. Because
we have one person that wants to say hi to you, Urza.
Okay.
Hi, Urza.
Hey,
Ouchie.
Ouchie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Hey, thanks for coming by tonight.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you guys had me. Thanks for coming by my stream, and thank you for the donation. You've been fantastic.
You have a little fan club that gets on the RSG voice in Discord and watches your streams. We do it all together, and it's a nice little. It's like going to a bar and hanging out with real people.
That's awesome. You guys get some Carillion lights and just do it proper.
Yeah, but it's like Farquhar and all those names that you see on the stream. We're all kind of just hanging out in here and chilling and watching you. So it's just really cool.
They're not chilling. They're not chilling. They're screaming like little girls.
Well,
That's
I don't
hideous.
think Darth Hideous is screaming like a girl, but
Yeah, it's just hideous yelling like a little girl. So don't worry.
Let's get Darth Hideous in here and explain to me
No.
why.
Don't ever utter the phrase "Let's get Darth Idiot in here." You will regret it every second.
No.
After.
You know what? Actually, Urza, you can jump in the RSG voice one night. Just pick any random nights.
Oh, we're always in there. We're absolutely always in there.
Darth's in there, and you can discuss it with him and see how that rolls out.
And by 3 a.m., I'm in there all by myself because I've fallen asleep.
Right. And I've fallen asleep in there too. Actually, one night on a stream, Farquhar asked if why is there no voice channel on your Discord, Urza?
Oh, well, there can be. I think we were talking about it. A lot of people that are Patreons wanted that, and I don't even think we need to have a Patreon. We can just do it. Just do it for giggles. Maybe we'll do like an after party. That's always a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
I'm surprised Hideous hasn't been piping up more tonight.
He's been in there. I've seen him.
Someone sent me some comments from Darth Hideous that said he'd slaughter me.
That sounds like
to be fair, Darth Hideous says he'd slaughter everybody. Don't feel bad about that. Like he just
kind of does want to challenge.
That's his love language to you. That's a love thing. So yeah.
He's like that guy that pulls your pigtails in school. He likes you.
Ouchie, thank you so much. I'm a huge fan of you guys, and I thank you so much for bringing the female representation. And I'll look at getting a private channel set up for everyone who wants to join. I don't want to take away from what RSG's doing though. So let's.
Oh God, please.
No. We are good sharers.
Hey, no, you guys were the originals, man. It was like you guys and Ritual Joe, and Ritual Joe's long gone. So, it's a long time ago.
Well, we've been around
Man, I missed the Ritual guys.
I miss them too. Yeah. I wonder what they're doing. It was a fun show.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know. Yeah,
Man, we've been through a lot of time with this game. We just realized we're on episode 143.
Wow.
Like we're almost up to 3 years of this.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Weeks, man. It's been a long journey, man.
Well, I'll tell you guys, this is the game I've put the most into out of any game I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've outlasted all my friends. That has never happened with any other game. All my real life friends that we used to play together.
Yeah. So.
Urza, before this game, what did you use all your production skills and creativity on?
So, I'm in marketing in my professional life. So, learned a lot of stuff there. But this is like the first. I did a little bit of Magic the Gathering deck tech stuff, but it never really got a huge following. And I just have such a passion for Star Wars, and I hope it shows. So really nothing, really. Just always dreamed of doing something like this, and it's just been super fun. I mean, I totally enjoy it. So
that's who plays this game: marketers and business people and medical people.
But not enough Scottish people.
And gamblers.
Hey, I'm Scottish, Ouchie. I'm Scottish.
No.
I know. She wants the real. She wants a real Scottish accent. It's real deep and. Gets the fire brewing in her.
She wants that phlegm deep.
Yeah.
Scottish accent.
My family comes from back in Scotland. So.
Yeah, I'm mainly Scottish, so Scot-Irish, so, but it's not good enough for Ouchie, so I'm sorry. Ouchie.
Urza, you did Magic the Gathering card decks, like you streamed that.
Just deck decks where I would build like a deck, and I would show all the cards, and I would talk about the synergies and the interactions.
We're trying to figure out how to stream the gameplay for Magic the Gathering.
So we got to do Arena. Arena, you can do. It's just like pre-constructed stuff. I'll stream some Arena with you guys if you ever want to do that.
We're doing the Magic the Gathering, so absolutely get with Dr. Finn after this, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, Finn.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's the show for today, guys. We're going to end it here. But before we do that, Urza, we want to thank you for being on. Brother, you need to let me know when you're streaming. I'll come on anytime you want, man.
Awesome, man.
I mean, we're the only ones doing Grand Arena. I might as well.
You guys, just something quick. I just wanted to thank you for everything you guys are doing around the American Cancer Society. I was touched personally by this in my direct family 3 years ago, and I lived through a very huge nightmare, and it was very intense. And I just can't thank you enough. It's a cause near and dear to my heart. And you guys always say it, just wait long enough and cancer will touch your life, and it touched mine. And I just can't thank you guys enough.
No, we've all been affected by it. My dad passed away a few years back from cancer. I mean, I know what you're going through. I went through it myself, and it sucks, and I'm going to cuss. It's bullshit. I hate cancer. And if we can do our small part to fight the good fight, then that's what we do. You know, that's what we do here, whether it's suicide prevention, cancer. These are the things that touch everybody's lives in some form or capacity. And you know.
Ooh, I have one more question for Urza before we sign off.
Let's do it, Loki.
No, it's a fun one. No, it's so tomorrow's Pie Day. What are you gonna do?
It's Pie Day?
Yeah, it's Pie Day.
3:14.
Oh man, I'm gonna get myself some. I'm an apple pie guy.
Ooh.
Just apple pie, man. What are you guys
Who
doing?
doesn't love apple pie?
Not me. I'm a
Wholesome.
chocolate silk
Are you
pie.
are you working tomorrow?
So we're snowed in here, so I'll be working from home. I'll be with the little Trons here and baby.
You need to get. Are you able to get a pie?
I can walk across the street. We live right across the street from a grocery store.
Because Grande and I are gonna get a pie, and then at some point we're gonna stream the pie on stream. Do you want to join us for the pie eating stream?
It will depend on if I have any other calls, Finn, at that time.
Okay, it'll be probably early your time because we'll probably do it at around like 10 Eastern or something like that. So it'll be like
8 Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. So a nice breakfast pie.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
But nothing Jason Biggs kind of.
No.
Why'd you gotta go there, Ouchie? Why you do this?
She's a chick, man.
Damn.
Chick, do.
Jason Biggs.
Love it.
Every time. Man.
Sorry.
Jeez.
Not sorry, really.
No, I know you're not giggling back there.
I'm not sure the reference Ouchie is making. Can you please explain it to me?
American Pie, isn't
Later.
Yeah,
Later.
yeah, later.
Don't, yeah.
It's
Don't,
just, Finn,
don't.
you're such a piece of crap. I knew you were going to do that. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Urzatron, tell the folks we can check you out. We all love you here. We're big supporters. Tell our fans that maybe don't know about you where they can check you out and what you're working on, my friend.
Yeah. So thank you, Ranger, for having me on, guys. And it's been a huge dream of mine to be on with you guys. I've been listening for 3 years now. So you can find me on YouTube at just Urzatron, SWGOH. And I stream a lot of Grand Arena. That's kind of my thing now. And it's a very not PC stream, I guess you could say. And you guys just come on and join me. I usually have a few drinks, get a little loose, say a bunch of really obnoxious things, have some catchphrases, and we all just have a really fun and good time. And that's just really the goal.
Do you have like a specific time where you stream, or is it just random?
Generally, it's 7:30 Mountain Time, 9:30 Eastern Time, whenever the evening of offense is firing for Grand Arena. And then...
but no set streams. So just people need to subscribe to your channel so they know when you're streaming.
Are you sure?
See what I did there? I am. That's my degree, business and marketing. Yeah.
Hey, brother.
See what I'm talking about? That's what Loki's is too, but his is more into like being a pimpalicious. So
When they increase the number of Grand Arenas, Urzatron, are you going to still keep up the pace and stream them all?
That's my goal. So I'm actually in Las Vegas, Canto Bite next week for work with 2 rounds of Grand Arena firing. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. I'm trying to get my laptop all set up for mobile streaming. We will see how the Mandalay Bay's internet works. If it does work fine, I will be streaming it. Also, while I'm there, Canto Bite, Las Vegas, if you guys are going to be around on next Monday night, I'm going to be there with a small meetup. I think it's just going to be 3 or 4 at this point. We're going to meet at the Venetian and do some Star Wars VR after that in the Venetian as well. So
That
What
sounds
is it?
awesome.
Monday night.
Oh shit!
Do it, Loki. Stream it. Let's do
Go,
it.
Loki. Go, Loki.
I just gotta drive there, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Take your magic cards too.
Yeah, I
Look
can
at
bring a
Loki.
deck, Loki.
Look at Loki getting all fired up.
Loki practically lives there. He's always
I
taking
know,
pictures
right?
and showing us stuff from Vegas.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, Loki, let me know, man. It's on the Venetian. We're going to meet at 8, have dinner at the Black Tap, and then on to the Void for Star Wars Secrets of the Empire.
That's what we're doing when we go to Disney. We're doing the
they have
Void
that in
Star
Disney
Wars.
Springs. It's so much fun.
Is
We're all
it?
gonna do it together.
I did it
So-
with Mr. McVenom. So Miss
Nice.
McVenom is here upset that I did it with Mr. McVenom.
The bromance is real. All right, so
I still have the wristband. I showed it to McVenom from when we did it.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so
really quick before we stop, Ranger, we need to roll the gift card.
Oh well, thank you for letting me know before I went to the damn Patreon screen. You son.
You can leave it on the Patreon screen.
Okay.
I'm rolling the number right now, so it's for everyone that donated up to 11,000, and the winner will get a $15 iTunes or Google Play gift card courtesy of Captain Obvious.
Very nice.
So thank you, Captain Obvious. So let's go ahead and roll it. So the first number is a 0.
Oh.
The second number is a 4.
Oh.
Third number is a 1.
Okay.
Then a 7. And then a 0. So 4170.
Right.
And 4170 is Jacob Baxter.
Hey! Congratulations, Jacob.
Good job, Jacob.
Use that.
Congratulations, Jacob Baxter.
Thank you for your contribution.
We appreciate you, brother. We do. We appreciate everybody. And we appreciate segue into our gold Patreons. We appreciate these guys, especially. We appreciate everybody who donates and things like that. But these guys, really donate, and it really keeps the stream up and running right now. And we couldn't do it without you, so we want to make sure we get your names up there. So those folks are amazing. We love them. And we love all our supporters. But a special shout out to you guys for the big donations and the big help. When we need it, you guys have been there. So there you go. And then the ending, Finn, I'm making you do it because you pissed me off with that stupid ass big intro. So wrap it up, Finn.
All right. So thank you again for watching, guys. This is our Wednesday night stream. We do this from Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time for about 2 hours, unless there's kind of news dropping like it did today, and then we go a little long. Thank you all for joining. Please make sure that you subscribe and you give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button with the bell so you guys can get notifications when we go live. We go live sometimes a couple of times a day during the lunch hour for Eastern time. So we go from 12 p.m. Eastern to about 1 p.m., usually a little bit longer. We do the RSG lunch hour where we do a roster review for the first half, and then we kind of play around in Grand Arena, do other things in game, and answer your guys' questions. But if you have questions, make sure you come on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time for Jedi Academy, where we have a great group of panelists like Warrior and Team Money and good old Maurice from Operation Metaverse, and we have Jedi Master Adastra, Ramon Azab, and a bunch of other of our friends. We do a 2-hour question and answer session. You guys come with the questions, we provide the answers, so make sure you guys join us for that. We do a bunch of other games as well. So tomorrow night, we will be doing our Tactical Monsters live stream. So make sure you guys check that out at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We also have our Saturday or Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We have Dungeons & Dragons that we do, and we have a special stream that we're going to be doing this Sunday. And Monday at 2 p.m. we have Sanely Red Gaming, where Sanely plays different PC games. Usually it's either Hitman or Smash Brothers or Resident Evil, which is what he was playing last time, and he was getting chased around and got killed by Thomas the Tank Engine, which was just fantastic. It was awesome. You just hear chugga 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 chugga, and then greatest thing ever. And then Tuesday night we have Tuesday night PC gaming. We didn't have one this week because there was some stuff that came up for me, so we weren't able to stream. But be on the lookout for more PC gaming, and we have a bunch of other stuff in the works. So make sure you guys again are subscribed and hit that bell. Let people know about our channel, and if they want a roster review, make sure they just hit me up, Finity, on the RSG Discord.
Yep, do them every Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. when we're doing our lunch stream, so you can see all the information there. Make sure you check out Urzatron channel. Make sure you support him as well, guys. Big shout out to Urzatron for being here tonight. Very much appreciated. Shout out to everybody else for being in the chat. With that,
one other thing really quick. Make sure that you guys go to the Tiltify. If you guys...
I get Tiltified!
We have right now, it's available for 2 more days because then the bracket gets released. We have our RSG for the ACS NCAA March Madness bracket. You guys can go into the Tiltify, go to the rewards section for $5. $5 donated to the American Cancer Society. You guys can join our tournament bracket. And when you do, we'll send you the link to join we're doing it on CBS Sports. So you guys can join our group, and the winner of the group will get a $25 iTunes or Google Play gift card. If we get a lot of participants, then we'll be able to kind of add more rewards to it. So make sure you guys sign up for that chance. We'll try to get some other prizes and stuff to you guys. So remember, it's open for another 2 days and 1 hour from right now. So make sure you guys do sign up for that so you guys can have fun in the bracket.
That's right. Science. All right. With that, we're going to end the show. So have a great rest of your night. Thanks for being here. Spread the word. We love you guys. Be safe, and we'll holler at you later. Peace out.